the spirit, the spark of life. Sentience is the ability to learn the value of knowledge. Intellect is the understanding of knowledge. Sentience is the basis form of intellect.
All right, everybody, welcome back. That was the last break of the day. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. It is good to have you here. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. Today is we're playing Tender Loving Care, which I'm enjoying more than I thought I would. And also tomorrow is Indie Sunday. Indie Sunday tomorrow, I'm going to be playing games I got for free. As a streamer of medium popularity, I get emails from indie developers who email me Steam keys of their games, just willy-nilly out of the blue, and say like, hey, here's a Steam key for my game, play it on your stream if you want. And sometimes I want. And tomorrow's one of those days where I'll be playing games that I got for free. So hopefully you come tomorrow and check those games out. We've got a few that people have heard of, like I think Phantom Trigger is in there. What was the other one? The other one is, there's two specifically. Phantom Trigger is one, and Redeemer. Redeemer was one that I want to check out, so. Anyway, I looked at the Steam Curator thing. I have a question about that. If I do the Steam Curator thing, it'll be under my group name and not my name, right? Because I don't want to represent my group with my solitary opinions. Because I thought you had to be a Steam Curator like through your group. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Let's get back to the game. All right, here we go. Got some reading to do. So many thoughts running through my head. I shouldn't have drank so much tonight. This is Michael's journal. Work was hellish. Everybody kept looking at me like I was some kind of weird animal in a cage. When I got home, I was so stressed out, I could have beat that stupid dog to death with a stick. Allison was cooking though. Surprised the hell out of me. She hasn't cooked since the day of the accident. For a second, it felt like I had stepped back in time. It was wonderful. I wanted to run upstairs and thank Catherine for bringing my wife back to me, but when I saw Jodie's room, I felt like I'd walked into an episode of The Twilight Zone. It was unreal. The attention to detail is maniacal. The toys scattered about, the sleeve of a shirt sticking out from the dresser, a crayon mark on the wall. It's terrifying. I feel such anger towards her as I write this, and yet I can't stop thinking about it. I went charging into her room to finally have it out. When I opened the door, she was sitting there meditating in the lotus position, completely nude. Yeah, charging. My ass, you liar. Don't lie. You're lying to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Lie to your fucking accountant. Lie to your shrink, but don't lie to yourself. I couldn't turn my eyes away. Her back was straight, the curve of her spine perfect with her shoulders up. Her full breasts were awesome. Her skin was smooth and tight. The curve of her waist sharp but feminine. He's pretty accurate. She has pretty fucking great knockers. Or hangers. What up, you yellow ass looking bitch? What up, Papa Drop? You forgot the Eminem part. There's a lot of flatulence lovers here. Thank you, flatulence lovers. She was so still, she looked poured from a mold, or like a statue by Rodin. I imagine running my hand down her spine and feeling the coolness of stone, touching her breast, kissing her back. She didn't turn her head toward me. She didn't move a limb or shift her weight. She simply continued to stare forward, her concentration unbroken. I didn't want to stop looking at her. Her gorgeous body was so incredibly arousing. I shut the door slowly and stood there, feeling weak need. I wanted to peek in again. I wanted to touch her so badly. I fantasized about walking to her door, taking off my clothes and sitting next to her. So I jumped in the cold pool, and now I'm drunk. Everyone knew it. No, you're not. You're typing too well and punctuating too well to be drunk. Trust me. Everyone knew it before we arrived at the hospital, but no one said it. Later, I found out that it was a technique. The idea was to ease the parents into realization that the child was dead. They went so far as to work at reviving her, filling me with false hope. Goddamn bastards. Allison was already upstairs getting x-rays. I sat in the waiting room alone, the other people staring at me with their stupid pity. The nurse came to me first. She wore her death mask. They have a way of saying it without uttering a word. It's as if death itself had possessed them for a short time. It used them to announce its victory. I followed the nurse to the examination room where the doctor stood beside the body. I heard a strange, agonized sob and then realized a moment later that the sound emanated from me. It was as if I were watching a scene from a movie. There lay my beautiful daughter, crushed, broken, dead. The doctor said, I'm sorry, but I didn't blame him. I couldn't blame anyone but myself. I took her hand in mine and wished away her death with all my heart. I can almost feel those cool fingers in my hand now. Who can I talk to? I'm so alone. When Jodie couldn't sleep at night, I would tell her stories. She loved hearing my silly stories, and she would help come up with the plots. We created a whole world populated by talking cats who lived in castles and fought joust against dogs. Would it be horrible if I were to pretend that Jodie is sitting here on my lap? Would it be sick if I were to tell her story now? Yes, it would be sick. I'm losing it. I need some sleep. I'm at work. It's lunchtime, so I thought I'd catch up on my journal. Something terrifying happened last night. I woke around 2 a.m. I had fallen asleep on the sofa, and I was still buzzing from the alcohol. I staggered upstairs and heard a strange sound, a soft, childlike moaning coming from Jodie's room. My heart started beating wildly. It wasn't just my imagination. I heard a clear, terrifying, real moan come from Jodie's room. I couldn't force myself to look in the room. I must have still been drunk. Maybe I was dreaming. What is going on? Am I losing my mind? I got the run around from Dr. Turner's secretary. She is a really bitter, nasty woman. She told me that he's in Portland. Why didn't he call me? Why didn't he tell me that he was leaving? I had to tell him about the birthday party. I mean, this is too much. The birthday party thing is just going overboard. It's insane. I actually went to a toy store today and bought a pin the tail on donkey game for my dead kid. Duncan and I went and played tennis at lunch. I didn't really feel like playing, but I thought getting out and sweating there you go, there's a misspelling. Relive some of my tension. Penis M&M looking slut. Better? Yes, much better. Thank you, Papa. Relive some of my tension. Bad idea. I kept missing shots. Finally, I got so mad that I smashed my racket on the concrete and broke it in half. Duncan looked at me like I was insane. I'm going to have it out with Catherine. Oh, you are? Have it out, are you? Do you mean whip it out? Because whip it out and have it out are completely different things. All right, that was the study. Now to the kitchen. Same map as always. Nothing else there? Let's see. And we did all the other ones, right? Yep. Living room. I saw that. I just want to make sure that's the only thing. Okay.
When you
Yep.
Sometimes I think I'm going to lose my mind.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. All right. Sometimes I think I am going to lose my mind. Nah, I don't. I really don't.
Blindfolds are...
Scary, mysterious, exciting, fun, silly. Exciting. For sure.
The woman is thinking...
What is she thinking? She's thinking... But what is he looking at? She's thinking... Why is he staring at my sister / cousin / best friend? He's handsome. What will he do? He's hurting my wrist. He has bad breath. What on earth is in his ear? I think 2. What will he do? Yeah.
Betting on an event.
These are my answers, by the way.
Me.
I'm going on what I would answer. Betting on an event makes it more thrilling for me. Oh, fuck yeah.
What would be the most appropriate caption for this photo?
Duck attacks man. Scientist displays trained foul. Duck eats mustache. Most appropriate. Duck eats mustache.
Is this person going along with this event by their own free will?
Yes. Yeah, it's a necessary operation. No, they've been drugged and forced into this. Nah, necessary operation.
An appropriate title for this would be...
The Tailor, the Inspector, Forrest Gump, Bad Boy, Army Boy. The Tailor.
Would you like to see 2 women fist fight and wrestle?
Of course. I want to see anybody fist fight and wrestle. I love watching fist fights. I love watching fistfights. Doesn't have to be women, but I worked in a bar for a lot of years, and even though I had to break up fights, I still enjoyed watching them.
Which outfit would you most like to wear to a costume party?
Which looks like a fucking giant. It looks like Mr. Scott Evans' daughter-sized turd coming out of his butt. Which outfit would you most like to wear to a costume party? Angel, devil, vampire, cowboy, pirate. I gotta go with a pirate. I don't like any of the answers, but pirate for sure.
Come in.
Gonna get some quality time. Okay, now.
Allison thinks you're teaching me how to meditate.
Might not be such a bad idea. You could use some relaxation. You're extremely tense.
Me?
I'm sure it's a result of all that's happened. You've been through a great deal of stress lately.
Are you a Boy Scout? Because all I can see is you're too tense.
I don't understand why we're supporting Allison's illusion.
We're not supporting Allison's illusion, we're supporting Allison. I don't have to tell you how fragile she is.
I know. It seems we're going in the wrong direction.
Before I came here, she was floating around in a fog and you were sustaining it. It would have gone on that way until one of you broke down completely.
One of us?
Don't think you're immune. Allison suffers openly. You contain it.
Look, my wife is a very sick person, and you're here to treat her, so just leave me out of this.
Anyway, where's Allison now? She's up and about. She's working around the house. She's off drugs completely.
She may be functioning.
Can you hold the boom mic a little further away from her mouth, please? She's topping out. Yeah, a little bit higher, like a foot. Catherine, can you do that line again? Oh, we don't have time? Oh, we're on a budget and a schedule. Okay, well, just keep the boom mic a little bit higher, please. Thank you.
Better. But you're treating the symptoms and not the problems. We cannot go on pretending that Jodie's still alive forever.
You need to be patient.
You don't tell me what I need to be. I'm just about out of fucking patience here. Are you gonna continue with this fantasy forever?
No. But if I had contradicted her from the start, she simply would have shut me out. By supporting her, she permitted me to enter her world.
So where the hell are we going with all this?
You're gonna enter my world.
We end by reliving the tragedy.
Fuck!
What is that supposed to be?
That's not sex.
One night, the accident must happen again.
What a terrible juxtaposition for a game to have.
You don't mean we drive back to the same spot?
No. I mean, we describe it to her, make her remember. But not until we've laid a foundation of acceptance.
And you think this will work?
Yes, I do.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Why don't you think about it? Maybe we can get together again tomorrow.
And what? Meditate?
That could be part of it if you'd like.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong.
You
Oh,
won't regret it.
don't
You
fuck,
need it more than you know.
don't fuck this up, son. Don't fuck this up, son.
I'm well aware of my needs, Catherine.
You take out that fucking tie business. Man, those are the bluest blue jeans I've ever seen. They glow in the dark, they're so blue.
Theoretically, I think it's brilliant. But how's she going to pull it off?
Pull it out?
Is she really going to restage the accident? And there's such a high degree of risk. I hadn't really understood what Catherine was doing until now. I do wish she'd kept me more informed. Do you think it'll work?
I don't care.
What emotion does Michael feel most strongly toward Catherine?
Oh my God. This is a loaded question though. Like, because lust obviously is like lust, of course, but he's afraid of something. I think envy would be a good one too, because we envy what we can't have. Just pick shit. Shut up, perfy normal. I'm just gonna go lust.
People who have sex in the dark are...
missing out. Old-fashioned, prudes, embarrassed, romantic. You're missing out. For sure.
I have hardly ever fantasized about having sex with animals.
It just registered what he just said. I have hardly ever fantasized about having sex with animals. That's another loaded question, because there's a lot of like, does Chitara count? From the Thundercats? Does that count? What do you guys think? Does Chitara count? Nah. She's half cat. No? Okay. So then no. It's never animals themselves. It's like sexy people animals. Like, I've never fantasized about an actual animal, but about people that are kind of like animals, or like dressed as animals, or like they're like half animals. Sure. Okay, hardly ever fantasized. Yes, true. Okay, true.
I wouldn't mind somebody spying on me while I was in the bedroom. If I received a lot of money, the first thing I would do is...
I don't mind a little voyeur. I'm good with that. Shit, I stream every day. You're spying on me every day. Of course I'm a fucking exhibitionist. I'm a streamer. All right. If I received a lot of money, the first thing I would do is, it would be buy my mom a house, but she has a nice house now. Let's say, buy something expensive, take a trip around the world, donate some to charity, go to Vegas, invest it. Take a trip around the world, for sure. No question. No question. Same thing? Same thing. 2 chicks at one time, man. I think I set Catherine straight today. I think she understands where I'm coming from. I think she respects me. We had a good talk. She's finally letting me into her world. She told me her plan of action. It made me feel a lot better. I just wish she would stop tempting me. Maybe she doesn't even know she's doing it. But when she sat on the bed in that long silk shirt, I could see perfectly well that she wasn't wearing any underwear. Christ. Hold on. Maybe she doesn't even know she's doing it. How little respect do you have for women that you don't think they know the fuck what they're doing? I stopped by Jodie's room before going to bed, glanced in, and something caught my eye. A wheelchair. What in the hell is a wheelchair doing in Jodie's room? It looked alive, poised, ready to move like a spider about to pounce on its prey. The wheels seemed to move. I fumbled for the lights. When the room was brightly lit, the wheelchair didn't seem foreboding. I laughed nervously and turned off the lights. Then I heard a creaking sound. I flipped on the lights again. The chair hadn't moved. I turned off the lights again and started to walk away, and I thought I heard floorboards creaking under the chair. Allison expected me to push it around in the yard tomorrow. Pushing around our imaginary invalid is such a crazy thought, I can't stop laughing. I'm sitting down here in my office laughing like a fool. There's a picture of us in a frame on the small table by the couch. I took it into the bathroom and locked the door. I didn't want Mrs. Randolph butting in on my privacy. In the picture, Alice and I are holding hands and Jodie is between us, forcing a kid smile, her eyes squinting. It was a really nice picture. My father had taken shortly before his death. He had told Jodie to smile harder. Both Alice and I had a peaceful look in our eyes. We were gazing beyond the camera, beyond my father, beyond the moment. I studied the picture and wondered if there was any way of seeing what was to come. Is our future ever imprinted on us somewhere? I dreamed on a far more powerful camera, one that could capture spirits hovering around us. We were standing on the lawn in the picture, with the forest as the background. What if death itself were silhouetted in the shadows of the trees? What if the camera had caught it hovering behind us, looking at us with lust? I sat there, grinding my teeth, peering at the photo. Finally, I saw it. What, Soul Self? What do you say, Soul Self? Am I going to Burning Man? No, I'm not. Not going to Burning Man. Never said it was bad, just that she could start a space at you. As Lola Bunny. Oh, well. That's not horrible. All right. Devious. It was in the trees. They loomed behind us, and their shadows cast crooked shapes over our unsuspecting heads. The shadows marked us, scheduled us for disaster. If I had only noticed. If I only had the vision back then that I have now. I shouldn't go to Catherine's room tomorrow. I know I shouldn't go. The other day I was walking out by the old barn, saw Catherine standing by the pond. She was wearing a long skirt and her hair was loose about her shoulders. Sun was about to set and it cast a strange haunting light that only comes at dusk. She had a sort of sad, wistful expression on her face. It was a look I'd never seen before. I wanted to go up to her and ask her what she was thinking about. Suddenly I realized that she had a life outside of mine and Allison's. I would want to touch her hair and her breasts. Lay down on top of her and hold her there. Make her look into my eyes with something other than disdain. I wanted to push her into the earth until it covered us both. Alexa, play Push by Matchbox 20.
Push by Matchbox 20 from Spotify.
Said I just want her to make her look in my eyes with something other than disdain. Lay down on top and hold her there. Suddenly I realized she had life outside of mine and Allison's. I want to touch her hair and her breasts, and I'm a little bit angry. Well, go to... Sorry. All right, Alexa, stop. Okay. Sometimes, I get inspired. The muse moves through me sometimes. All right, that is the same thing. I keep going to this expecting something different. All right, that was the study. Kitchen. Nothing in the kitchen. There's never anything in this goddamn kitchen. Okay. Living room? Anything in the living room? Nope. Catherine's room? Oh, there's Kama Sutra in here. Check it. Okay. New poem. Dreams 2. Dreams like the sensuous kiss of the spring sun drawing blossom from the snow into undreamed of bliss, welcome to the light of day. Dreams that grow and flower, spreading their blossom scent, saturating my soul, then sinking into their quiet grave. Oh, no, oh, the Kama Sutra's gone! Oh, no more Kama Sutra. Alright. Okay. Let's see if she's still horny.
It's 3 a.m. I just woke up. I had this powerful dream. Blackberry bushes. Allison was caught in the brambles and the thorns were puncturing her skin. The blood. It came out in these huge drops. Where they touched the ground, they became berries. Michael was there. He was naked and he was eating the berries.
We already read this.
The juice was just like dripping out of his mouth like blood.
What's it, Yoni? Oh, you're late to the stream, Thunder Jim. Yeah, we read this. Strange how caught up in the past I've been since arriving here. Brian, Colette, and even before them. Image of my childhood leaping to consciousness, slight provocation. The smell of cut grass as I sat on the swing set watching my father mow the lawn. Peach fuzz on my belly. The school teacher's mantra. She's not working up to her potential. One of those weird things. One of those specific things that I love is the women's peach fuzz. Like on their arms, on their cheeks, on their stomachs. I love that fine, you can see it, only see it if you get up real close. Oh, I love that. My earliest memory is of my mother kneeling beside my brother's bed, explaining to us as I jumped up and down that her grandfather had died. I cried because my brother did. It's so quiet here, nothing to drive away memory but the wind. I ought to be considering the case right now, but tonight, I'm going to indulge in Colette. I'm going to pretend I'm in Colette's apartment, that it's so dark I don't see her leaning naked against the headboard. I'm going to stand at the foot of Colette's bed, feel my knees bend lightly against the mattress. Slowly, I'll begin to undress. First, the buttons on my blouse. When I'm halfway down the front, I'll hear Colette say slower, start again. I let out a mock sigh of annoyance, rebutton my blouse, and start again slower. I'll hear the flashlight click on, and just behind the light, I can make her out. Let the blouse fall. The beam of light lingers on my breast and travels down to the waist of my jeans. More, she says. I wriggle out of the jeans and stand there as the light travels over my nakedness. Come here, she commands. No, I say. She points the light at my eyes, punishing me. I said, come here. I smile. No. I hear the flashlight click off. It's so dark, I can see absolutely nothing. I can hear her breathing, waiting. Then a quick rustle of sheets, and suddenly her arms are wrapped around my waist, pulling me onto the bed, and we begin to devour each other. Nice. On their butts? Yes, Chaos. Peach Fuzz butt. r/Peach Fuzz is a thing? I'll have to look that up later for sure. Photographer. A young, handsome, happily married man was ordered to seek psychiatric counseling after he was caught at a shopping mall taking indecent photographs of women. On weekends, the patient took his infant daughter to the mall and pushed her around in a baby jogger stroller. He had rigged the stroller with a hidden camera. He would roll up to an unsuspecting skirt-wearing shopper, slide the camera under her dress, and snap several pictures. Afterwards, he would post these images on the internet. The patient was quite proud of his work and compared himself to a hunter bagging rare game. Shots of women who didn't wear underwear were considered by his internet friends to be the most prized photos, but his favorite catches were women with unique tattoos or birthmarks on their thighs. Okay. Bathroom? Anything in the bathroom? Pills? Still pills. More bathroom reading? Hey! The Dark Joker!
Sup, Z?
What up, buddy? Thank you so much. 7 months in a row. Mwah. Much appreciated. All right. We only think we see what we see. Deep down, we know better. Consider the painting of Lucretia, an old story in which a young woman who has been raped but physically unharmed chooses to pierce her own broken heart. The act of suicide itself is not erotic, yet the painting most definitely is. Not because of Lucretia's exposed breasts or the chain around her white neck, not even because of her eyes rolling in what appears to be a moment of helplessness, perhaps even orgasm. No, what begins to suggest the illusion is the dagger, long and phallic, penetrating, bringing blood. We are stimulated to see beyond our eyes. The shape reappears again and again across the centuries, nudging our senses and when and where we least expect it. A traditional portrait of Saint Sebastian painted in the Middle Ages seems innocent enough, but the body bound and exposed and aware is as central as it is sadistic, punctured by a dozen arrows, long and phallic. In piece after piece of we are subconsciously stimulated by umbrellas and walking sticks, neckties, smokestacks, snakes and ropes and pipes and hoses and tongues and keys that fit so perfectly into the keyhole of a locked door. Yep. Dicks. Dicks everywhere.
Oh yeah, hail, trustful brute, Burr Seeker.
Trustful brute, welcome and thank you very, very much. I appreciate it.
I really hope Michael gets something out of his session with Catherine.
Oh, she's buttoning
It's kind of
up.
funny, because he's not really the type, you know what I mean? He's just not in touch with his spiritual self.
Oh, it's
Not
thrustful.
open.
Shit.
I really love him, but he puts limits on himself.
I'm sorry,
He goes
thrustful.
through life with the kind of attitude that shuts himself off to things, you know? If he can't see it or touch it,
She's got an Ali
it isn't
Sheedy
there.
thing going for her.
And I feel sorry for him. There's so much more. If he could just open up to it. Maybe Catherine will do it. She certainly did it for me. I think I'll go make something special for dinner, because if he's anything like me, Mike will be really hungry after a session with Catherine.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got sort of an Ali Sheedy thing going for her. I want Michael and Catherine to be friends. She makes me so happy. She makes me feel so good. I want Michael to feel good too. Jodie didn't like her wheelchair at first, but when Catherine sat down in the wheelchair and rolled around, she made it look like fun. Everything seems so bright. It feels like I'm waking up from a long, dark sleep.
Dr. Petty.
Hello?
Dr. Petty.
Karen, are you on the line?
I'm here, Dr. Petty. I need your advice.
Karen, you're going to have to speak up.
I can't. He might be listening.
Who?
Henry, my husband. He's always spying on me. He thinks I'm having an affair with my boss. Every night he goes through my hamper to see if I've been cheating on him.
Are you cheating on him with your boss?
Well, no. But I am doing something secret.
What are you doing, Karen?
I have a secret life.
What kind of secret life?
It started a couple of years ago. A girlfriend of mine got me into it. It was so thrilling. I couldn't stop myself. I knew what I was doing was wrong and that it might hurt him, but...
Are you doing drugs, Karen?
Oh, no. Nothing like that.
Gambling?
No. I never do that. I'm a prostitute.
Oh!
My God! Oh my God!
Is there somebody else on the line?
Henry, are you on the phone?
Oh my God!
Henry, where are you?
I'm in the basement. Oh my God!
Henry, I can't believe you're listening in on my phone calls.
I can't believe I'm listening to your phone calls. I can't believe I'm married to a hooker. Oh my God!
Dr. Betty, I think I'd better call back later.
Good call,
Henry,
Element.
You sneaky little rats!
Good call, Element. All right. Wait a minute.
The next TAT will be
Right,
given...
Jodie's room. Okay, this is it. Nope, not that. Come on, booby doctor! Booby doctor! Damn it.
Now we set a thing like this in motion. It's wonderful, the attraction on the feeble-minded, of course. The continuous motion, if they just let themselves follow it. Of course, you could stare at it till doomsday, Dr. Watson, with no effect at all. Still, it might make you a little drowsy, like the white ribbon of road at night when you're driving. The rhythm is smooth, unbroken, and the road goes on and on, round and round, always the same, winding and winding. And you're drowsy, you're tired. Let the road come into you, as it were.
I must kill the queen. Must kill the queen.
Let's try something different.
Okay.
I want you to look at these stereoscopic images and then answer some questions.
Okay.
Some people find it difficult to see these three-dimensional images at first. So let me give you a few simple instructions. First, stare at the center of the screen. Now, hold up your index finger midway between your eyes and the monitor. Focus on your finger. Good. Now, focus quickly on the screen again. Do you see how there are two images of your finger? That is the effect you wish to achieve with the photographs on the screen. All right, put down your finger and let your eyes relax. Let your eyes go completely out of focus. That's the trick. Soon you will see the duplicate images on the screen begin to move. And then they will merge together as one image in the center of the screen. Give it a try. It might take several minutes.
All right, whatever.
It's best to drink when you are...
I can never do those. My eyes never worked on those 3D shit, ever. I could never get him to relax enough. My brain won't shut off. All right, it's best to drink when you are celebrating alone, aroused, depressed, happy. Happy. I guess. If there's a good time to drink, it's when you're happy.
I'm never afraid of inanimate objects.
False!
There's nothing wrong with taking sleeping pills every night.
There's nothing wrong with taking sleeping pills every night. Yeah, that's true. There's nothing wrong with that. If people need to sleep, they need to sleep. If you need to take a sleeping pill to sleep, more power to you. Nothing wrong with that.
When men and women brandish guns in movies, I think they look sexy and powerful.
Well, it's hard for me to picture a guy as sexy. So if I picture a woman brandishing a gun, does she look sexy and powerful? Yes. Yeah.
I would like to be given a sponge bath.
No question. True.
I like collecting shells and displaying them on shelves.
No. No, false.
I like hitting things.
True!
I am inspired by people who triumph against adversity.
True! Also true.
If I were a flea, I would be a miserable, depressed flea.
Fuck no, I'd be a happy-ass flea feeding on my dog blood. No, I'd be a happy-ass flea. I'd be just fine. If I were a flea, I'd be a happy flea.
Really, you just accept one hand and one of course. And especially after that merger, takeover of the...
Michael?
Hello, Dorothy.
Hi, I know you haven't said anything, and perhaps you want to keep it private, but...
This chick fucks.
Did you and Allison decide
this
to
chick
adopt another
fucks.
child?
Come on, this chick fucks.
Why do you ask?
I know it's none of my business, but I just want to tell you I'm really happy for you. I think it's a great idea. See, we were driving by the other day, and we saw Allison out walking a child in a wheelchair. Well, we would have stopped, but there was a nurse with her, and, well, I guess the new one's, handicapped. But she seemed like a cute little girl.
The girl is
well,
real.
Obviously, it's none of my business.
He has written her out of his head.
Wish you luck, after all that you've been through.
The girl is really real. and he has like a dissociative disease where he doesn't see her. I mean, that's possible. I think she'd be great at BJ's. Why do you think that? Give me your reasoning behind that, Brownie. Because I want to know if it's the same thing. I'll tell you if it's the same thing I'm thinking. But I want you to give me your reasoning why you think she's good at BJ's. And I'll tell you if it's exactly what I think.
What's wrong?
Oh my God. I'm so happy.
Her lip, Zeke.
What, you're crying because you're happy?
Catherine gave this to me.
Why does she look like she'd be
Jodie
enthusiastic?
did it today.
Why does she look like that?
Yeah, are you sure? Maybe it's one we didn't see before. Probably buried in the stack.
Michael, can't you see? This is a picture of her new dog.
And you're right.
It's the first creative thing she's done since the accident.
The accident?
Yeah. Catherine got her to do it. She can work miracles.
Well, nothing Catherine does surprises me anymore. Is she up in her room now?
Is she so damn bubbly?
She's preparing for your session.
All right, all right.
Michael, be nice to her.
I would have also accepted dick-hungry eyes.
Go with it. It'll be wonderful.
She got those dick-hungry eyes.
She's a gift that's been sent to us.
That would also have been correct.
Okay.
Oh, is it meditation time?
You're early. That's good. Come in.
Oh, it's meditation time.
You look upset. What's wrong?
It's this drawing Allison has.
She had a good reaction when I gave it to her.
I think that's
It's coming along much faster than I expected.
Song Hungry Eyes was about. Hungry Eyes.
It's so much like Jodie's drawings. How'd you do it?
I simply traced some parts of a few of Jodie's drawings and put them together in the shape of the new dog. It's pretty clever, don't you think?
Something of a shock.
Let me see that.
Nice quote, Sitley. Good ad.
Hey, you look like you've had a bad day. Come sit down on the bed. Let's get you relaxed.
Don't fuck this up.
It
Don't
won't hurt her,
fuck this
promise.
up with your fucking self-loathing. Don't do it.
Relax. You feel like a mannequin.
It's not so easy.
What are you afraid of?
I don't know. You, I guess.
Fear! I was right.
You don't
God, I
have to
should have
be
went with
afraid
that.
of me.
I should have went with fear.
I'm just here to make you feel better.
It does feel good.
I'm supposed to.
No, he's playing it cool. He's playing it.
Take your shirt off.
The wounded guy needs a little TLC. Needs a little care. I'm wounded. I'm emotionally scarred. Maybe a little massage would help. Wamp, 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 wamp. I've been really trying, baby. Trying to hold back these feelings for so long. And if you feel like I feel, sugar, come on. Ow! Oh, come on. Let's get it on. Oh, baby. Oh, don't go too fast. Don't, hey, listen. Enjoy yourself. Stop, slow down. Dude, slow down. God damn it, Michael, slow down. Enjoy yourself. You're not trying to eat her. Jesus Christ, man. Slow the fuck down. Enjoy yourself, man. Live in the moment. Be here now. Don't think of the future. Be here now. Come on, Michael. Get back here. Now, I want you to get back in that bed and show me what I taught you. Now, go get it.
Back.
What happened?
I guess you can say you had a true meditative experience.
I feel like I'm floating.
Oh, is that his butt?
Why don't you take a shower and lie down for a few minutes before dinner? I'll be going down to help Alice.
It's gonna stretch out right here.
Should have never done this. Should have never came in here. Jesus. Poor Alice.
Are there any flowers in his ass? Hi, John. Bye, John.
This is completely out of hand. Of course, we've all heard stories of therapists and doctors sleeping with their patients, but this is so... Well, sleeping with the patient's spouse? In a way, it's just as bad as having sex with a patient. Even worse. And who knows what she's doing with Alison in those so-called meditation sessions. And to think it happened on my case? What the hell does she think she's doing? I mean, I'm the one who gave her the break. I hoped to get her license, for Christ's sake. I cared about her. And this is how she repays me. Just what the hell is going on here?
Dude. Just say it. Just say it, man. It'll help if you get it out of your system. All this is a long diatribe that can be cut down into one sentence. She wouldn't fuck me. There it is. Just say what you mean. All this blather, she wouldn't fuck me. That's all it means.
You tell me.
How would Alison feel were she to learn of Michael and Catherine's affair?
How would Alison feel if she were to learn of Michael and Catherine's affair? I think at this point in time, she would be aroused. But here's the thing. Alison is crazy and therefore extremely unpredictable. But at this point now, she was like, I want him to be happy. She told us, the audience, I want him to be happy. But I'm going to go with aroused.
I enjoy conjuring up strange inventions that do nothing.
Well, you know what would actually happen? She would be aroused at the start, and then she would go fucking buck nuts crazy with like rage and jealousy. She'd be like, yeah, oh my God, yeah, touch him. Oh my God. And then like a fucking switch would be like, how could you think you need it? Where'd you go? But starting out with aroused. That's the way it always starts. That's why there's that term, don't stick your dick in crazy. That's why there's that term. Because crazy is awesome for a little bit. Crazy is awesome. It's arousing and exciting. And then the crazy hits and you're like, oh, that's where that phrase comes from. All right, yeah.
And we got a new sub, one of my favorite names. Hail Buns Glazing, Berserker.
We're gonna come in there, Buns Glazing. I suck it, dude. I stuck my dick in crazy. It was fun until it wasn't. Absolutely. Even worse when you marry crazy. The Mr. Scott Evans. How dare you say that about your wife, Bree? How dare you say that in an open forum that you married crazy? Don't worry, I won't tell her. I just hope you have your speakers on. And she's home. I enjoy conjuring up strange inventions that do nothing. I'm trying to think of what that means. Oh, she heard and she ain't arguing. Well, that's the thing with crazy. You may not pay now. In fact, more often than not with crazy, you don't pay now. You put crazy on fucking layaway. Like you got it. You got it in your hands, and then you realize, oh shit, that's right. I put layaway on this crazy. It's coming later. All right. Conjure up strange inventions that do nothing. I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna say false.
Should Michael confess his infidelity to Allison?
Fuck no!
I would most like to have a dream where I am...
Either tell her first or don't tell her at all. That's my opinion. My opinion on the whole cheating thing is tell her before you do it or don't tell her at all. All right. I would most like to have a dream, and oh wait, right here, in before, this is why Zeke's single. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for that someone to say, this is why Zeke's single. Bring it. Anybody gonna say it? Nope. Null Vector, you're late. All right, I would most like to have a dream where I am flying, having sex with a beautiful stranger, swimming like a fish, wandering through a mysterious deserted city, killing somebody that I hate, eating delicious food. Oh, sex with a beautiful stranger. If I had a dream where I was flying, it would scare me. Having sex with a beautiful stranger. No question. Oh shit, it's not a video. It's interactive. I've never had a flying dream. Oh my god, this was on Mystery Science Theater, wasn't it? This is the man with, no, wait. What's the name of this? The brain that wouldn't die?
Let me die. Let me die.
I've had success with transplants. Now I can do it for her.
The brain that wouldn't die. That was a good episode. All right, anything else? Okay. We are in Jodie's room, so let's go to master bedroom. Oh!
I love my wife. I really do.
Get a haircut, bro. Or
Something
grow
could
it.
happen.
Or get a hat on.
I can't explain it. She just...
It's in that shitty in-between stage where you need to put a hat on. If you want to keep it growing.
I want to say she seduced me, but I'd be lying.
It looks like shit.
I wanted her. It's been so long since... Oh, man. I can't believe this. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I know one thing. I will never do that again. It happened. It's over. That's it. Never again. Christ.
No, I mean, all you gotta do, Talius, is put a hat on. That's what I did. When my hair was in the in-between stage, between, like, it was like between this and something, I like had a stocking hat on all the time because it looks like you're not trying when you grow your hair out at first. That in-between stage.
The Dr.
Terrible.
Betty Show will be back after these messages.
For guys
In the
and
meantime,
girls.
Go out and get a life.
More so guys. Oh, okay, go out and get a life. All right, thanks, good advice. All right, short and sweet, I like it. A miracle! Jodie drew a picture of Punky. I started crying. I was so happy. Michael came home, and when he saw the drawing, he started crying too. Our little girl is so creative. Was it Picasso that said, I spent my whole life trying to learn to draw like a child? What will Jodie be when she grows up? It's so exciting being a mother and imagining your little girl when she's a woman. Michael is upstairs with Catherine. I want Michael to love Catherine like I do. See? She's fine with it. All right, next room, bathroom. Anything in the bathroom? Fucking pills again. Yep, still the pills, same pills. Oh, more reading, that's right. Sexy art reading. Our last chapter suggested that a key, by its physical shape and the ability to open something of value, is symbolic of a man's penis. If that is true, then the rooms we may see in art may be wombs, and doors and windows may symbolize a woman's sexual openings. Between the brushstrokes we evaluate, is a door open? Is it guarded? What lies beyond? Should we enter? A walk through erotic art takes us on a tour of the subconscious. We pass through places we recognize, but have never been, and stop to admire details that seem to be small and insignificant, yet trigger something inside, something familiar. In the curve of a bottle or cup filled, we see a woman. In a shell or egg, we see her fertility. In a landscape that rolls and mounds, we see her body, offering us a view of soft mountains and deep valleys. She moves secretly and silently through our unconscious in the form of nests, feathers, patches of fur. We see her sexuality in the simplicity of a single crack. Look close at the shapes and textures within Ingress's odalisque with a slave. From the long neck of the instrument to the cord that slinks around the candlestick to the flat fan of the feathers with its red center to the columns that surround the woman in waiting to the guard at the entrance to her. Look at the art you have chosen to place on the walls around you. What do you see? Hey, come outside. There's some rocks that look like boobs. Oh, that's where we started.
The next TAT.
Shut up. Oh, no more. Oh, no more journaling. Oh, he didn't have time to journal. He was busy fucking. I like that. I like that he didn't have time to journal because he was fucking. All right, kitchen. Nothing there. That's the same map. Okay. Living room. Nothing there, okay. Catherine's room.
Oh, what are you looking at me like that for?
Nothing.
I had to do it. I really had no choice. He was gonna fire me, I could tell. And if his wife is ever gonna get better, it'll only happen if I stay.
Okay.
I'm her only hope, and he was on the verge of taking that hope away. You think it was wrong, don't you?
No, you're a good doctor. And thorough.
Well, I don't. It was only sex. Everyone makes such a big deal about it. But the important thing here is Allison.
She's a good doctor.
She's very ill.
And thorough.
And I'm gonna make her better. I can do for her what Turner couldn't do in a million years. And I'll show you. You'll see what I did was right. I did it for her. And after all that, I need a shower.
To the bathroom!
The next TAT will be...
Oh, she's not really showering. She's a liar. She's a liar.
He was on the verge of getting rid of me. I had to take control of him. A dangerous sort of control, but control nevertheless. I did it for Allison's good. It was absolutely necessary. And my seduction was cool and calculating. He was To use that old cliche, putty. But I have to confess something. Something I wasn't quite prepared for.
You liked it?
It felt so good.
Yeah.
It felt so good. I want to do it again.
Yes!
Soon.
Please? Oh, that's the kind of hidden thing that a guy desperately wants to find in a like a woman's computer or journal or a room or fucking like a recording like this. You secretly want to hear a woman go like, that dude was really good. Because I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. In my experience, well, I can only speak for myself. It's hard to trust women when they say things about you, i.e. me. Because women are nicer. They never want, like, it was good, you know? It don't want to hurt your feelings. But if you find something like this that's secret, it's like, nailed it. All right. I have a recurring dream in which I'm the sole passenger on an exceptionally fast-moving train. The interior of the train is a deep blood red. The seats are dirty velvet. I sit contentedly, my hands folded in my lap, my head turned toward the window. I smile at the yellow-green blur of an indistinguishable landscape rushing past at breathtaking speed. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice the conductor approaching. I turn my head to face him as he moves toward me. Oh, that makes... You know what? Ladies... Or, I would say homosexual men. Or anybody who likes dick. This is a message to you. Try this sometime. Without telling your male partner, or whatever you want, whatever term you want to use, leave something like that laying around. Leave it somewhere where they'll find it. Don't make it obvious, but maybe leave something like that, like, I had sex with him last night, and it was amazing. Just leave it laying around. Do it. Do it for him, and do it for you. Because the more confidence he has, the better he'll be in bed. And that has been The More You Know with Zeke. Hey, tell me lies, man. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies, tell me lies. Hey, it ain't lying if you never get caught. Let's see. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a conductor approaching. I turn my head to face him as he moves towards me. He walks so slowly it makes me uneasy. He smiles, and I'm afraid of him. When he's very close to me, he stops, bends towards my body, offers me a drink. I accept, and he produces a drink from behind his back, a large glass of white wine. I reach for my wallet to pay, and he shakes his head, a wry smile playing on his lips. No, bittersweet. He says, you already bought the farm. He disappears. All at once, I'm struck with the clear and certain knowledge that 20 years earlier, I killed a woman with blonde hair. I begin to perspire. Sweat beads across my forehead, trickles down my cheeks. My stomach burns and I experience a violent urge to vomit, overcome with horror and remorse. I suddenly understand, as I ought to have understood 20 years earlier, that I am evil, a monster. Dazed, I rise from my seat and begin moving towards the back of the train, staggering under the weight of my own guilt. The conductor is waiting for me when I arrive. He gestures toward the handrail on the back of the train. I stumble forward, grab the handrail, and pause just long enough to look at the back of the conductor. He smiles and nods as I throw myself over. I totally listened to a podcast with Vesper and Zeke talking frankly about sex and relationships. Well, I wouldn't necessarily be the best authority. I can only speak honestly from my experience. Because, for old Zeke, it's been a bit of a dry spell lately. I'll be honest with you. But then again, it's just like real estate. It's location, location, location. I don't live in a place where there's a lot of ready available women who He either would have sex with me or I would want to have sex with me. Bliss, sweet forgetfulness. May I take of full measure of all my joy, when eyes see only other eyes, when soul is enveloped in soul, when being finds itself in being, and the triumph of all I need is near. Then lips are mute and silent wonder, no further wish for heart, no knowledge of life's end, the riddle of nature solved. I live in Montana. No, you think I get consex. You think I get more consex. I've gotten it. But it's a staggeringly small percentage of the time. For all the cons I've been to, pretty small slice of, pretty small percentage.
When you've concluded this test, you will return to the story.
All right.
Paying a woman for sex is...
Paying for a woman for sex is... exciting, desperate, sinful, demeaning, a power trip. Well, you haven't been to that many conventions, so it's gonna be what, like 5%? Over the past 3 years, I've probably chalked up at least 30 conventions of different sorts. Paying a woman for sex, exciting, desperate, sinful, demeaning, a power trip. I don't like any of those answers. I would say sometimes necessary. I would say sometimes necessary. I would say... it can be desperate. Sinful, I don't care about. It can be demeaning. It can be a power trip. But paying a woman for sex, for me, like, exciting is the closest thing.
What's going on here?
Like, I would view it like paying someone for a massage. Is that exciting? No, my muscles ache. I want a fucking massage to soothe my muscles. Like, if I pay a woman for sex, it's akin to paying someone to give me a massage. Like, they're touching you in an intimate way that relieves stress or pressure. What's going on here? Soothe my lingam. Trying to hook up with and points at various women, it made me laugh. Yeah, I was like, that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And if I get drunk, that one and that one. And then if I get really, really drunk, that one.
Oh yeah, we got a new sub, baby! Hail Null Vector! Berserker!
Null Vector, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Just say the word, you wing woman, for me. That might help. It would definitely help, actually. The woman is hiring a ship's captain to sail to the New World. Their childhood friends catching up on the village gossip. He is a traveling storyteller. He's telling her a tall tale. He's trying to convince her to leave with him. It's a soldier and a laughing girl. No, woman hiring a ship to sail the New World.
Who might step through the open door?
Her mother asking if she's okay. No one, she's home alone. Her little girl, she's been out playing. She looks like she's exhausted, so I'm guessing she's a parent. So her little girl went out to play and it's her only moment to like get some rest. She's just like, oh God, finally some quiet. Oh, kids are loud.
Why is the young man standing by the piano?
Why is the young man standing by the piano? He's an admirer. He loves watching a young girl play. He's her instructor. He's the piano tuner. She's his assistant. I don't know. He's wearing like kind of official like teachery garbs. What I imagine to be teachery garbs, so he's our instructor.
Have you ever fallen in love at first sight?
Have I ever fallen in love at first sight? Man, that's tough. That's really tough. Because love is such a big word. If they're using it in like the frivolous, like you look at someone, there's just something about them, and you're just like, oh, like that, then sure, of course. But deep love takes years. Like what I would consider real love takes fucking years to develop. Yeah, love it, but I think I know what they're talking about, because I felt that feeling that people would call love at first sight. So I think I'm just gonna have to answer yes. I don't believe in love at first sight. I think that's probably more accurate. I just saw yes, no. I didn't look at the third answer. I don't believe in love at first sight. I guess that's more accurate. No, he said to blathe. All right, I'll go with that one.
The young woman is
a countess posing for a portrait, a scullery maid who wandered in the room, a professional model wishing she could do more. Well, he's got the hat. He's obviously painting her. I don't think she's a countess. She doesn't look like a countess. Her dress is pretty plain. What she's wearing is pretty plain. And I mean, look at all this clutter. She's there for the artist. She's not there for any other reason. I'm gonna say professional model. Don't believe in love at first sight? Well, maybe I should walk by again. Nice dad jokes there, Scott.
I like performing in front of people.
True. Easy one.
Which of the following lines of dialogue spoken by the maid to her mistress most appeals to you?
Madam, there's a bill for the cleaning. Here's another letter from Hans Grinkle, a love letter. I don't think that this thank you note is nice enough. Here is my resignation letter. I thought you might like this little joke I wrote. That one. I wrote a joke on a piece of paper. I thought you might like it. I like that one.
Does the term buxom maid appeal to you?
Fuck yeah, it does.
Why is she opening the window?
She just farted. She's like, the mast is away. Oh, good God. Oh, dear me. Open this window and get it out of here. Oh, the mast is coming back. Oh, no. Oh, goodness, dear. Oh, God. Why should I clean it? It's dirty. To throw the water out the window on a noisy street peddler, she needs some fresh air. I think I gotta go with 2 on this one. To throw water on the noisy street peddler. I like that.
It's about time, Michael.
I fell asleep.
Meditation can be physically exhausting.
Oh, I find it to be quite the opposite.
Well, maybe Michael's different. He really worked hard at it.
She just got farting. She was
That's
deemed a
wonderful.
She's a
While I was
witch!
sleeping, Catherine pointed out another problem we have to confront. Jodie's been falling behind.
Is he wearing a chainmail sweater?
Time.
Well, I guess that's true.
Fortunately for us, Catherine has teaching experience. Did you know that?
I sort of gathered it.
She's going to start tutoring Jodie.
That's nice.
It's an additional duty. We'll have to pay her more.
She said duty.
Of course.
This means that she'll be with us a while longer. A lot longer, I hope.
See? Look at him.
No, thank you. No.
Dude, what'd I say? What'd I say? I said fuck him and he'll lose interest. And you heard me before this scene came up. I said fuck him and he'll lose interest. And he's like, she's gonna be with us a long time. He's like, oh man, I don't. Eee. Men suck.
Meditate, thank you. You just say, I think, it's not working out very well, and I think it's time for you to go. Simple as that. Make it nice and easy, quick, just walk in and do it.
I did say only if she didn't fuck him good, but, it goes both ways. Oh, Isuzu commercial! Isuzu. Buy the new Isuzu Trooper, featured in video games like Tender Loving Care. Oh my God. Hello. Woo! God, I love that. Oh man, do I love that.
Allison,
yes.
You look great.
Hold on.
Catherine told me to tell you as soon as
One
you
second.
get in.
1 second here. Watch, guys, watch the pan down. Watch the camera guy we need it, the director's nudging him get the fucking tits in the shot. Get the fucking tits in the shot. Watch the pan down. Yep, right there.
Catherine told me to tell you as soon as you get in to go up to your second meditation session. She said she expected you to be very eager.
Oh, she did she?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not interested in meditation anymore. I'll go right up there and I'm going to tell her about it.
And if you hear noises coming from upstairs, that is just me yelling at her. And if you hear groans, it's just me just I can't believe I can't believe that you're still here and I want to fire you so bad. But don't come up because I get pretty angry and I don't want you to see me like that.
Catherine!
Just come in, it's not locked. Well, I told Allison you'd be eager, but I didn't know you'd be this eager.
Not eager. At least not for your so-called meditation.
And also, it doesn't have to be cold for nibs to come out.
Oh.
What happened in here last night?
It could just be the rubbing.
Is that a fact?
Yes, it's a fact. And I don't intend for it to happen again.
I see.
No, I don't think you do see. Last night is just a part of it. I'm unhappy about most everything. I don't think you're working out. I think it'd be best if you just leave. I'll pay you for 2 more weeks. I think that's more than fair.
Really?
I'll pay you for 2 more inches, and that's more than, I mean...
Allison's in no condition to make such decisions.
You know what I meant.
And you are.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're upset about what you did last night. And you're acting with extreme selfishness. You'd like to forget about it, so you just want me to leave. Disappear as though nothing happened.
What, are you saying I don't have him too, Miss Chaotica?
I have no intention on leaving like that.
I don't care.
I do. I'm making great progress with this case. This case is mine and no one's taken me off of it.
You're not the only person with nipples, Miss Chaotica, all right? I can talk about him
I
too.
made more progress in 1 day than Dr. Turner did in 6 months. I've worked for those so-called doctors for 8 years. He's just like the rest of them, an overpaid drug prescriber thinks he's the greatest thing since Sigmund Freud.
I want you out of here.
And when are you planning on telling Allison? That you asked me to leave because we had sex?
That's fucking hilarious, Italy.
Of course not.
I'm gonna try and make you yawn now.
Why not? It's the truth.
I wouldn't do that. That would kill her.
What do you care about her?
How can you say that? She means everything to me.
If you cared anything about her at all, you wouldn't even think about having me leave. I'm making tremendous progress, and you want me to leave simply because you can't control your lust for me.
It's not true.
How many people did I get to yawn with that? That's great. Dance puppets. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. That's all right still. It's okay. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it.
I guess you decided to do meditation after all.
I'm not going to continue with it anymore.
But it makes you feel so good.
It just makes me feel tired.
You are just drop the facade. Bring her in on this, man. What are you doing? You are such a disappointment.
Same thing as you, Michael.
Really? Tell me about it.
What do you mean?
I mean, describe what you do.
Why should I describe something that you already know about?
I thought maybe we'd compare notes.
If you want to know, just describe to me what you do, and I'll tell you if I do anything different.
Oh, they're playing a game now. They're both...
I'm not going to do it anymore anyway.
Suit yourself, but personally, I don't know how you can give it up.
Just lie. Just tell her, like, she stretches my leg out and like, it really hurts. Like, does shit, it hurt when she stretches your leg out?
Well, I've certainly changed my mind about that with all the things that have happened. How could you say such a thing?
I just don't think she's doing such a great job.
Michael, that's ridiculous. What's wrong with
Karen, get the fucking tits in the shot. What are you doing? Get the tits in the shot. Come on. What the fuck am I paying you for?
We don't need money. I could quit work. I could be home all the time again. We could get somebody on a part-time basis.
I should have stuck with that lesbian camera woman.
Michael. But Catherine does things that you could never do.
She never missed the tits. Ever. She was like, boom, titties.
Too much faith in her.
The whole time.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It smells divine.
Michael's decided to give up meditation.
Oh, really?
Like he
seem to enjoy it.
Like he could, right?
Maybe you could try it again, Michael.
I'd be willing to try it with him again.
See, Michael? She's willing to try harder for you.
I heard her. Damn dog, I swear to God I'm gonna kill it one of these days.
Did you remind him to get the pizza?
And you fuck him.
That's right, I forgot. We need to get pizza for an appetizer. The house special at the Nimble Hippo in Ashland.
If your mother wasn't my sister, I would fire your tit-missing ass.
I'm not driving into Ashland tonight.
It's been a long time since Jodie's had a slice of pizza.
She's right, Michael. Jodie asked for the pizza.
Yeah. Oh, God.
All right.
All right. Get the fucking pizza.
Well, I'm shocked.
I'm not.
What can they possibly be thinking? What about Allison? Did you see him trying to get her to tell him about what goes on in her meditation sessions?
Yeah, and him fucking it up.
He's half hoping that she's having sex with Catherine too, so that he could feel a little less guilty about it.
Oh, well, that's not what I would be doing.
Don't you agree?
No. Well, yeah, that's what he's doing, maybe. That's not what I'd be doing.
I guess I should have known.
People can't stop their desires from controlling their lives.
Ooh, people can't stop their desires from controlling their lives. I disagree with that, but some people can't. Like, or some people have a really hard time with it. But yeah, I disagree.
I seem to be reliving the same events over and over again.
No, I say false.
If I could sneak into a movie without getting caught, I might just do it.
Fuck yeah, I would do it and have done it.
Sometimes I think of things that are too disgusting to talk about. Should Catherine be paid more for tutoring Jodie?
That's a hard one. That's a hard true on that one. Should Catherine be paid more? I reveal a lot. I'm not afraid of a lot of things, but there are deep down thoughts that everyone has that no one wants to talk about. Should Catherine be paid more for tutoring Jodie? No.
Do you agree with Michael that Allison would be better off if Catherine left?
No! Michael certainly wouldn't be. And Allison actually seems kind of happy now.
Allison and Catherine are undoubtedly having an affair.
Undoubtedly. That's that crazy thing, man. That's that crazy thing. Like, it's crazy as unpredictable. Undoubtedly, I disagree. There's doubt. I have doubts. I wouldn't be surprised if she was or wasn't, so. Undoubtedly is a superlative. That's why we stay away from superlatives. Because superlatives are black and white. Most shit is not black and white. Doubtlessly. No, I have doubts. There's small doubts. I would say 10% chance she's not. But 90% of me says, yeah, she's fucking. They're fucking. But that means no doubt. So. All right, we're in the kitchen. All right, let's go to the study and circle around.
I know. God, what am I gonna do?
I don't know, man.
I can't believe it. I can't believe I did that. Jesus. I never felt like this. I hate her. But, okay, I know, I said it before, but I'll never let that happen again. I mean it. Never again. She's...
Lying to yourself. Lying to yourself.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hey, lie to your priest.
I gotta go get a fucking pizza.
Lie to your accountant. Lie to your priest. Lie to your accountant. Don't lie to yourself, man. Don't lie to yourself. Just acknowledge it. Just say, I would probably fuck her every chance I got. Man, how freeing that is. Just to be honest with yourself. Like, I would fuck her rotten in front of a church. It's nice, right? All right. Jesus Christ, indeed, Rock Beats paper. I could say Catherine seduced me. I could say that it was a result of more than 6 months of frustration and denial. But no matter how I characterize it, there's only one conclusion. I betrayed Allison. She's so precious to me. If she ever found out what happened up there, all of it would come thundering down on her. Jodie's death, my infidelity, her own vulnerability, the sense of loneliness, the terror that comes from having no one to believe in, and it would be all my fault. I'm disgusted with myself. I'm not good enough for Allison anymore. I took a shower, it didn't help. The second time it happened, I should have been ready, but I wasn't. I felt so helpless, so weak. I went for a ride to clear my head. I needed to get away from them. I thought I was just driving aimlessly around town, then I realized I was heading for the cemetery. Hadn't been there since Jodie was buried. I climbed the fence. I ended up at Mark's grave. The coma only lasted 10 days, then he quietly died. Susanna and I had come here on the morning she was leaving for home. She told me that Mark had been planning to go on going to college in Germany and that they talked about getting married one day. She believed the dead stay with the ones they love after they die. He wouldn't leave until he thought we would be all right. He knew that we were both afraid to let him go. We were pulled to each other again. The attraction was impossible to deny. We made love next to Mark's grave. I could feel him watching us. I go back in time. You ever had sex in a graveyard, by the way? Strangely good. I go back in time. I make the dead come back to life. I create my own reality. The music is playing. It is years ago. My father's still alive, and the four of us are sitting in the living room. I am reading a book. Allison is knitting and watching my father play checkers with Jodie. Not yet. Playing checkers. He always almost beats her and then lets her win. The scratchy records are my mother's. Old British 78. Rare recordings of country western songs. When Wooden Heart comes on, my father says, "This was your mother's favorite." She hummed it all the time. Allison smiles as though she remembers my mother too. My father's reverie interests Jodie. Is Nanny humming in heaven? Will she ever come back to us? Can we go to her or go see her? When people die, my father says, they never come back. It's like going through a door that opens only one way. Is Nanny afraid then? Is she crying? My father looks to me. He doesn't like making death into fantasy. He is cold and realistic about it. I know he wants to say Nanny is gone, lost forever, that she is nothing anymore, but my facial expressions tempers him. He does his grandfather's duty. No, when people die, they have no fears and they never have to cry. There's no reason to cry. They feel sorry for the people who are alive and have to cry. It's your move. Be careful or I'll beat you at checkers this time. He loved Jodie. My dad loved her more than he could ever have loved me, and yet because she was my child, he loved her so much. He actually respected me for helping her to create this beautiful creature. I see him now, watching her, doting on her. I'll stay here for a while in this room, and I'll stay here until I can't stand anymore, until the sorrow chokes me. That's a good plan. That's always a good plan. Just stay until the sorrow fucking chokes you.
The next TAT...
Shut up! Another good quote added. Lots of good quotes today. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Something good.
Daddy. Daddy.
Oh, no.
Daddy.
Okay.
It has to be higher, okay? Let's see.
Oh, she's doing the kid's voice.
Daddy. That's good.
She's doing the kid's voice.
Promise me. Promise me you won't make me leave. Don't send me away, Daddy. Promise me, Daddy.
He wanted to fire me. I couldn't let that happen. I have an obligation to Allison. Her health depends on me. She would not be safe here alone here with Michael. I have an obligation also to myself. I worked too hard and waited too long for an opportunity to prove myself. This case is mine. Nobody's going to take it from me. I saw a way to protect us all, and I took it. Newlyweds. A middle-aged psychiatrist on staff at the clinic was married to one of the most stunning women I've ever seen. She was tall, voluptuous, drop-dead gorgeous. That didn't stop the doctor from cheating on her, however. It was, hey, it's that old phrase. Show me the hottest woman in the fucking universe and I'll show you a guy that's tired of fucking her. It was well known that he was having an affair with two of the nurses on the staff. He never approached me though. At first I was curious. Was it because he didn't find me attractive? Was I acting too aloof? When I found out the reason he didn't want me, I was a little surprised. I wasn't appealing because I was single. The doctor was only drawn to married women. The more recent their nuptials, the better. One night, I went to a party thrown by the clinic's lawyer, a woman who had just gotten back from her honeymoon. I went upstairs to use the bathroom and stumbled in on a doctor having sex. Afterwards, I found out that the doctor had actually followed another one of the nurses on her honeymoon. He had taken a room in the same hotel. At night, she would slip out of her husband's room and bang the good doctor. That doctor sex must be great. I hear doctors get laid all the time. All right. A poem. The Blessing. Soft bracelet, fluid grace, gentle blessing. Can you see, do you not see? Do I alone hear this song, this melody? Quiet river, wondrous wave, sweet wafting. Can you touch it? Can you not caress it? Am I alone in this fragrance, this bliss? Sweet breath, resounding purge, surging swell. Shall I sip it, shall I drink? Shall I alone taste this spring, this gift? Anything else? No? Okay, keep circling to the bathroom, which always has nothing in it except the art, right, the art. When it comes to erotic imagery, sometimes the most powerful images are those that don't show, but suggest scenes that set the mind in motion, that imply that something has just happened or is about to. We are all storytellers at heart, and given an erotic cue as simple as a kiss or as bold as the hand slipped under a skirt, our minds will move the characters through the motions. Take, for example, Jean-Honor Fragonard. I'm guessing he's French. The Bolt. The couple is fully clothed in an embrace that seems sweet until we notice the overturned chair. While his motion to bolt the door, is clear, it is up to our imagination to decide just what her outstretched hand and blank face implies. Yep. We can make her what we can make her what we will. Just as we can the two women in Colbert's sleep. This painting seems to beg our imagination for an explanation. Why do two women lie nude and tangled together, hair clips and pearls strewn across the bedclothes, sleeping? There seems to be only one answer, but then the stories that move inside our heads, the motives and the motions of the characters, the action and reaction that bring them to this moment so peaceful cannot possibly be the same. Still the pills. Nothing else. All right, moving on.
We have Alan on the air. Hello, Alan.
Alan!
Hi, Dr. Betty. Thanks for taking my call.
What's going on, Alan?
Well, I've been in a relationship with somebody at work.
Really?
Things are kind of getting out of control.
I can't imagine why.
Oh, me neither.
Well, I really like her. She's funny and smart, and we really click. You know, the sex is like so beautiful. I think I'm in love. No, I know I'm in love. She's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Does your office have rules about employees dating each other?
No.
Then what's the problem?
She's married.
Uh-huh.
I'm married too.
So your problem here is that you're committing adultery?
Well, I wouldn't put it like that.
Well, I sure would, Alan.
Me neither.
What else would you call it?
My wife doesn't want me anymore. She's frigid, you know? Sure, she'll lie there like a corpse and say, "Go ahead, Alan. I don't mind." That's what I want. I'm not a necrophiliac. I'm a warm, caring person who needs to be nurtured and loved. I want romance and passion. Well, let me be blunt, Dr. Betty. My wife makes me physically ill.
Oh my God.
I can't stand the look of her.
Wow.
Or the way she smells. Her breath. The way she clips her toenails. The way she sneezes.
I've been there, man. I've been there.
Everything about her. I hate her guts.
Then why don't you get divorced?
I never
it's pretty
hate.
simple.
I can't divorce her.
Why?
I'm a strict Roman Catholic.
You can't divorce your wife, but you can cheat on her?
Yeah.
Commit adultery with another woman? Alan, I think you're a hypocrite.
Yeah. Well, probably. So, what do you think I should do?
Will you really listen to me if I tell you?
Yes, I respect your opinion.
If you're going to live by a set of rules, you can't just pick and choose the ones that suit you. You are married. According to your religious beliefs, you are committing a heinous sin. That's the way it is. You're stuck, Alan. You're gonna have to stop seeing this other woman.
That's just what Father Francis said.
Well, he's right. So what are you gonna do, Alan?
Well, I think...
Well, for a love doctor, she's awfully uptight.
I think I'm going to get another opinion.
Why did you even call? You knew what I was going to say.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I know.
You're a worm, Alan.
I know.
A worm.
Well, I'd rather be a happy worm, though, than a miserable worm.
Yes, Alan! I think Alan should get a divorce for sure. But his head's in the right spot. Like, be happy, man. Find your happiness. Find it. But if your happiness involves making, like, if your happiness is shitting on somebody else's life, find a way not to do that. They call me Dr. Worm. Good morning, Dr. Oh, little they might be giants, huh? I don't know I've heard the song several times. I just don't remember how it goes. No, I've been in that spot where, like, you're in a relationship and you really, really, really honestly love the person, but everything they do is starting to annoy you and make you just, like, when I walk in the door, she's gonna be on the couch watching that fucking show, eating Cheez-Its or whatever, and their crumbs are gonna get all over the fucking couch, and she's not gonna clean them, and, you know, like, every little fucking thing that was like, oh, it's cute, she's eating Cheez-Its, and she just lets the crumbs fall wherever, and now it's like, I am going crazy because of the crumbs! I've been there.
Hello, this is Dr. Turner. You have reached the Chrysalis Institute. The office will be closed for an indefinite length of time as I have been called away on a family emergency. If you have any questions, please contact my secretary, Mrs. Greenstreet. Goodbye.
All right, Sidley, have a good night, buddy. Hey, Zeke, you can let the crumbs drip down the back of my balls. Okay. That's a surprisingly specific thing. Maybe Michael is ready now. Ever since the accident, he's had trouble, but Catherine thinks he's ready. It's the guilt. Punky is barking again. Her bark really gets on my nerves, but Michael and Jodie love that little dog. I guess I love her too. All right, he's ready. He's ready to know that she's still alive. That his daughter is still alive. That's the twist, right? I'm guessing. Blood Fart was 7 months. What up, Blood Fart? Thank you for the utterly superb cast. Well, I'm having a blast. Anything in the bathroom? We already did this, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay.
The next TAT will be given in the living room again.
Jodie's room. Same thing. It's like some blind wolf spanking a dog. I don't know. See what's on the tube.
What are you doing to me? You will be soon as big as a giant.
You have a head full of spaghetti and I'm straining the water.
The strength of 20 men. Or, like all the others.
I hear Wolfie barking. Is he okay? Your dog and your step-hands are dead. Wait a minute. That wasn't Bela Lugosi.
What are you doing to me? You will be soon as big as a giant.
Oh, it is. If it isn't, it looks a lot like him.
Men. Or,
those eyebrows.
like all the others. Dead.
It might not be him. But definitely looks a lot like him. Alright. Alright. Next room is the living room. Here we go. Okay, that's the end. Anything else to look at? Nope. Just let's go.
Is beauty really only skin deep?
Oh, man. Beauty is such a big word. No, it's not. But do I mean, that's the thing. Do I go with the actual sentiment of the question, like, is beauty only skin deep? I understand what they're trying to say. I'll say no.
People want to have kids
because it's instinctive to have somebody to care for, to have somebody to order around, because they're so much fun, because their own lives are hopeless. All of the above. There's no all of the above for this. But which is most true? People want to have kids. Most true. I would say most, like, there's no, like, really good answer. Like, to start a fucking family and have a loving family, there's no, like, answer like that. No catch-all answer. So, I probably have to go with 2. Like, most people I know that are trying to have kids is so they can have a family, and this is the closest to that.
I have wanted to have sex with another couple. I often fantasize about women and water. I'm constantly falling in love with people who...
I'm constantly falling in love with people who... Well, first you have to assume that I'm constantly falling in love. I'm constantly falling in love with people who hate me, aren't worthy of my love, are too good for me, are too possessive, just want to be friends, never fall in love with me. I'd say the most true is just want to be friends.
Working out shows that you are...
Vain, healthy, self-conscious, smart. Well, all of those work. But what is the most true? Working out shows that you are... Hold on, I'm gonna look up vain real quick. Having or showing an excessively high opinion of one's appearance, abilities, or worth. Excessively high, okay. I think self-conscious. I'd say 3.
At least once, I have stared in awe at a horse's penis.
Of course I have. Who hasn't? At least once I've stared down a horse's penis, yes.
It's bad to eat hot dogs because...
of what they're made of. They'll make you fat. They'll make you sick. It's not bad at all. No, it's not bad at all.
She's putting her finger on his lips.
To make him stop talking, so he'll suck on her finger because she wants him to kiss her. Well, it's one of these. Actually, it might be all 3, but in this picture, it's 3.
The girl on the left is saying,
that guy likes you. I've got a joint in my pocket and let's go smoke it. I got laid last night. Guess what? Did you hear about? I feel totally fresh. Now are we talking like Fresh Prince fresh? Like, are you from West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where you spent most of your days? You gotta go with 2, right? I gotta go with 2 on that one.
This woman
got a joint. Let's go get twisted. All right, this woman is too skinny, too fat, facing the wrong way, alluring. Facing the wrong way. No question about that. She's facing the wrong way.
Michael.
Oh! Man, she wears better underwear than the sexy nurse. Or doctor. I guess she's a doctor. Been an abs... Yeah, well... 4 a.m.
Did you like
Oh,
it?
thank you, Sergeant Awesome Sauce. Good to have you. Have a good night. Have a good sleep.
It was Catherine.
What?
She's been encouraging me to take control of things. Catherine?
I'm sorry to bother you, but Jodie's been crying.
1 second. I just want to address that statement she said. She's been encouraging me to take control. Please. Please do that. Please, all women. Do that. Take control. Do that. For all the guys and gals out there, go ahead. Take control.
I guess you didn't hear her.
Oh, poor Jodie.
She's been asking for her daddy.
Michael.
Did I miss guy butt cheeks? I missed the man butt. I don't know if they showed any.
Daddy.
Listen, you dirty rotten bitch. Oh, this makes me, I don't know. This is a psychiatric or psychology thing, but man, what a dirty trick. Oh, this took a bad turn. This took a really bad turn.
I'm scared.
This is sick.
Daddy.
Please.
This better have a point. There better be a point to this.
Don't send me away, Daddy.
There better be a point to this. There's gonna be some psychological twist that makes this okay. I know it.
There won't.
Promise me you'll never send me away. Say it, Daddy.
I promise I'll never send you away.
Wow, that's abrupt.
Michael, come here.
I don't know, man. Sometimes you gotta poke the beehive to get the bees out.
Take this up to Catherine.
That was a
It's
bad
her day off,
analogy.
and I thought we'd treat her like a queen for all that she's done for us. I told her I'd make her breakfast in bed, and she wants you to be her waiter.
Now, what I want you to do from this scene
No,
of
I'm not.
powerful
I'm
emotional
very
responses,
grateful. You should be too.
hard cut
Now
to the
take it up
kitchen.
to her before it gets too cold. Then I need you to go to the co-op in Ashland.
What for?
Catherine needs some organic herbal shampoo. I couldn't find it anywhere else.
Jesus.
Michael.
Yeah, Night Trap Remaster comes out on the 15th. And I don't know why they'd edit some stuff out now. They already showed boobs.
Enter. Put it here.
Hold on. Just for me, I just want to. I'm gonna hear that line again. Oh, wait, go back! No! No! I wanted to hear that. Oh, it won't go back. Oh, damn it.
How could you do that last night?
Looks divine.
It was cruel and sick.
I just wanted to hear her say, put it here again.
Why did
Put
you
it
do
here.
Do what?
Pretend you were Jodie. It was horrible.
For whom? Allison benefited from it greatly. She needed to hear you talk to Jodie like that. You've been ignoring her lately.
Here's.
This is so good. Your wife is something else in the kitchen. Pretty good in bed, too, from all the moaning and groaning going on.
Bitch.
Pretty hot and heavy, I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you came in. You're jealous.
Depends on how you answer questions. I thought I answered them pretty openly and
On the contrary.
unabashed.
You wanna put her up to it. Got me all excited, actually.
What kind of a person are you?
It's kind of got your wife back. Isn't that what you wanted?
Maybe I have to answer opposite.
No, not like this.
So like it's aversion therapy kind of a thing.
You're just like every man. You want everything on your own terms. You should be grateful you have anything at all considering the circumstances.
Or not answer honestly and I get more boobies.
I have been considering the circumstances.
Oh, that's
When
the
are you
key.
leaving?
Wait a minute. I got it, guys. This game is teaching. Oh my God. I got the lesson of the game. It's teaching you that if you are completely dishonest, you'll get more boobies. Oh. Touche, game. Touche. Touche.
Do you really want me to leave, Michael?
It's not gonna work anymore. As you said, I have my wife back.
But it isn't the same with her, is it? You gonna join me?
I don't think there are any options. I didn't see any options. I might have a censored version of the game. I don't know. Oh! Allison! I'm busy! God damn it, what is it? What do you want? What the fuck was that? You are such a fucking... Such a yoni? Is it yoni? What a yoni.
Yes, Dr. Turner there?
Oh, she licked the window? Damn it. Okay, sorry, I missed that.
What do you mean he's not back yet? No, I don't want another doctor. God damn it. Yes, I realize this is the answering service. Do you have Mrs. Greenstreet's number? She knows how to get in touch with me.
A payphone,
She's
yeah?
his receptionist. Okay, I'll call Monday.
Well, the first iPhone didn't come out until 2007, I want to say, right? The first iPhone was 2006 or 7, right? And cell phones before that, like my dad had a huge cell phone. He had one of those brick ones. Like he had one of the first ones when he was starting his construction business, so he'd have it on him at all time.
Need some help, sir?
Yeah, can I get some more teeth? You seem to have extra.
You know Mrs. Greenstreet works for Dr. Turner? Huh? I didn't think so. I have to get some organic herbal shampoo.
I made myself laugh.
The goings-on in this house are far beyond anything I would have imagined. Catherine, how could she do this? She's a woman of extraordinary gifts, and, well, it's very disturbing.
Every once in a while, I can be pretty sharp.
He loves his wife.
Not often.
And yet he's doing these things with Catherine while his wife's in the same house. Poor Allison.
Poor Allison, indeed.
It's all so twisted.
Sometimes I'm amused by stories of criminals who get away with crimes and become famous.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Why did Catherine say, "You smell good, like a woman," to Michael?
To mess with his mind because she's perverted, to humiliate him because she likes women. Well, it could be, I think the most true one is one. To mess with his mind. I'd have to say one. She's a psychiatrist playing mind tricks. I'm sure she likes women. I'm sure she's perverted. Maybe to humiliate him, but I think the most true is to mess with his mind.
With whom does Michael prefer to make love?
Is this a trick question? Because I would say most obviously Catherine, because he's fucked her 3 times. Yeah.
If I saw even a photograph of a snake when I was a child, I would break out into a cold sweat.
No.
Once in a while, I just burst into tears for no good reason.
You think I shouldn't have done that, don't you? But I know what I'm doing. I'm getting close with Allison. Very close. If I let Michael off the hook now, he definitely would ruin everything I've been working for. He doesn't care about his wife. Oh, he thinks he does. But all he really cares about is himself. He'd actually be happier if she was still a little zombie. But I'm not going to let that happen. This is far too important.
What up, Gecko?
And I'll do anything. Well, you already know that.
Yeah.
To see it through. It'll be great. She's gonna make it. Just wait and see.
Is she walking on like rubber carpeting?
I wish that dog would stop barking.
Sorry. My nose started running for some reason. I don't know why. All right. Last night I returned Allison and Michael to one another, just as I'd said I would. Not yet whole, not yet healthy, but the foundation is solid. They can build on and mend together from here. I lay in my room, naked beneath the sheet, caressing myself quietly to the sound of their lovemaking. I felt myself both sharing in their pleasure and excluded from it. I doubt if I'll ever again know the sort of love Michael and Allison share. It's buried, but it lives. I thought of Brian, his scorched expression of having stumbled upon Turner and me in our bed. Oh, she did fuck him, okay. The way he turned slowly, closed the door on his way out. He'll never know it wasn't a mistake, that I'd known when to expect him, that I was incapable of such carelessness. The end had simply arrived. I did it for him. My betrayal is far easier for him to bear than hearing me say, I never loved you. I've made remarkable progress with Allison, but by no means is the case complete. There's still so much work to be done. This is what I had to do to make Michael understand. Sex therapy. A middle-aged couple sought help for the husband's impotence. 2 months before, he had walked in on his wife having sex with the next-door neighbor. Since that day, he had been unable to perform with his wife in bed. He said that he had forgiven her and that he wanted more than anything in the world to make love with her again. They went through couples therapy for about a month, but absolutely no progress was made. Turner suggested that the wife should watch the husband having sex with a woman in an effort to balance the scales. The wife was reluctant to do this, but she accepted. The husband was enthusiastic. Really? The clinic arranged for a sex therapist to have intercourse with the husband. What? Wait! It's not prostitution if it's therapy? Ideas are forming. The wife sat at the foot of the bed and wept uncontrollably as she watched. The husband performed eagerly. When it was over, the husband and wife got into bed and had vigorous sex. 2 years later, they are still happily married. Right on. The message. Don't push us, 'cause we're close to the edge. We're trying not to lose our head. The message. Send home my harmless heart again, that no unworthy thought should stain. But if it be taught by time to make jestings and protestings and break both word and oath, keep it then, for it is not mine. Send me back my heart and eyes, that I may know and see your lies and feel the joy and laugh somehow in your anguish as you languish for someone who won't come to or prove false as you are now. All right. Starting in Catherine's room. Bathroom. There's never anything in the bathroom. Oh, that's right. Oh, there is always something. One thing, right. The sex book. Sex art book. The stories within erotic art emerge raw and unedited from our own sexual experiences and dreams, not those of the artist. He or she certainly had a story, real or imagined, that inspired the brush to create what it did on the canvas. The artist may intimately know the face or body within the painting, may have observed the scene or even played a part of it, but if we sense a story within it and find that the story is titillating or terrifying, confusing or carnal, it is because of the stories we carry within ourselves. Every sexual partner and every sexual encounter we've had, real or imagined, stays with us, shadowing the partners and encounters we witness in art and life. We memorize the details, build on them, compare them, and add them to what we see to create erotic stories that are, uniquely our own. Think of your last sexual encounter, real or imagined. Recreate the sounds and smells and feel of it in your mind. Now consider the two 16th century drawings on this page. What do you find more erotic? The woman being carried by her companions to the horned satyr, or the satyr carried against his will to the woman whose legs are open, ready to receive him? The answer, like the stories in our psyches, may change with each new sexual experience. We may know the plot and even the ending by heart, but the climax of each story still comes as a pleasant surprise. Okay, next. Master.
I just got a fax. This is kind of interesting. It reads, Alan, the reason I'm frigid is because you're so lousy in bed. The last time we were having sex, I almost projectile vomited all over the sheets. That's how much you make me sick. I'm glad that I listened to the radio today because now I know what kind of a disgusting creep you really are. By the time you get home, I'll be gone, and you'll never see me or the money in that not-so-secret savings account ever again.
Oh!
Well, Alan, there's your second opinion. And that's the show for today. Now go out and get a life.
Like I said, man, be honest. It'll be less painful in the long run. I felt powerful, like I had total control over him. Like I like that feeling. I was on top. I did the special thing that Catherine told me about with those muscles down there, and it was like when we first used to make love. I owe it to Catherine. She is so smart. Everything is changing.
The next TAT will be given in Jodie's room.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Evil fucking bitch, goddamn evil slut. How could she do that pretending to be my little girl? I have to fucking kill her right there. Just smash her head against the wall. Christ, what kind of person would do that? She's mocking me. Everything she does, everything she says, every look, mocking me. God, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I hated her so much at that moment. And yet, when she touched me, I felt a flood of desire that hit me like a drug. Even though I had just made love with Allison, I had to use all my willpower not to follow Catherine into her room. And am I so pathetically weak? Yes. Or is she just incredibly powerful? Yes. The dead hover about us and know our most secret thoughts and actions. They linger. They become our good and bad angels. God assigns them this role. Call them ghosts, spirits, souls. It's all the same. We are haunted by the ones we loved most. It's why we can't forget them. The closer we were with them, the longer they remain with us. I believe this. I'm terrified by it. Jodie is upset with what I've done. By betraying Allison, I also betrayed my little girl. I destroyed the magic of our home, a place where we were isolated from the world, where we could shut out the noise and the commotion. We could speak in soft voice and tell happy stories. We could go out on the porch and look at the stars and listen to the sounds of the night. And we were never afraid of the crows making their awful sounds in the dark woods because we had one another. Oh, there's a mod? Oh, mod for Darkest Dungeon? Yeah, there's tons of mods for Darkest Dungeon. Is that it? Okay. Same thing? Same thing. It's alright. It's alright. Next. Okay. What is it? Study? Kitchen. Nothing. Living room. Nothing. Okay. On to the next. I keep going back to this thing. Why do I do that?
They would have you on a bet. Says who? Says.
I had the daddy cutscene.
What was leftovers for? Leftovers? Why, you cheap third-rate stripper!
Back in the day when actors used to actually slap each other on camera. Cat fight. I get it. Where's the... Oh, it's in here. Okay.
When Kitty Cat says...
Meow? Look... Look at the titties on the kitty! Look at the kitty titties! Meow.
Where are the monkeys?
They're in school.
What is Baby Bear doing?
Looks like he's napping.
Is Mr. Rule in pain?
Nope. He's on painkillers.
Which would you rather do?
Take a shower, take a bath, stay dirty. Take a shower.
What will Dr. Rabbit do to Peter next?
Give him some medicine, give him a shot, check his temperature, look for worms. Check his temperature.
What do you call somebody who looks in the mirror all the time?
Boring, silly, vain, dim bulb.
Silly. Should somebody warn the kids about the rickety slide?
Someone warn the kids about the rickety slide. No, it's safe. Yeah, somebody will get hurt. No, if they get hurt, they'll learn a valuable lesson. No, yes, of course, somebody will get hurt.
Why should bad baby dogs...
That's the Etch-a-Sketch right here. It was just an older dog, a different breed of dog spanking another dog. Okay, so it wasn't a wolf. All right, why should bad baby dogs be spanked? So you teach them a good lesson, because it's fun to hear them cry. I don't believe in spanking. The funny thing is, I believe in spanking children, but not in spanking animals.
Why is Johnny Mouse wearing a crown?
Why is Johnny Mouse wearing a crown? No, I tell you what, like, I've gotten better results from my dog without spanking. From different dogs without spanking. Why is Johnny Mouse wearing... Oh, I don't have any kids, secular strategy. But I don't got a problem with people who spank. I was spanked. I was spanked rarely. I was only swatted on the ass. I was never hit anywhere else but on my ass cheeks. I don't know. I'm not a parent though, so I don't have a real opinion about this, so whatever. I hope that I hope that would never come up. I hope it never comes up in any family that a kid gets spanked. I got the spoon from the babysitter. The babysitter got out that wooden spoon and swatted my ass. My dad used his hand and he was gentle. That fucking babysitter, she just went whap, 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 like right on my ass cheeks, and that fucking stung. Why is Johnny Mouse wearing a crown? Because he's a silly Willy. He's pretending he's king of Mousestralia. It makes him feel pretty. It impresses Susie Mouse. Well, if he yeah. I don't think it's even a question, man. Impresses Susie Mouse. We'll do all kinds of stuff to impress Susie Mouse. We'll give this another 40 minutes, and hopefully it'll be concluded by then. But I got a friend in town I gotta meet tonight. So if it's not concluded in 40 minutes, I got a jet.
Michael.
We'll finish it up another day.
You didn't do it, did you?
Do what?
Because if you did such a thing.
What did I do? What is she talking about?
Jodie's dog.
What about the dog?
She's dead.
This is some good dubbing.
She was poisoned. Rat poison.
Come on, honey. Let's go inside, okay? Please do something with the poor thing before it starts to smell.
Yeah, game is about 6 hours long, my fat ass. Not if you read everything. I've read every single line. Well, not every single line. I left out about 4 pages of a sex therapy book, but most everything I've read out loud. Eat it! Eat it! Eat the poison! Eat the poison! You deserve it! You're a bag of shit. Not for
about one thing, Punky.
not for maybe accidentally killing the dog, although that would be a part of the offense. But for not nailing down a threesome, he should be put to the torch for not nailing down that easy threesome that was just thrown right in his face. Nike. For when you gotta bury that dog, grab those Nikes. Just do it. Oh, we got a new room in the house we haven't even seen yet. No, I don't think it's dog shit. It's just grave dirt. It was red.
Returning to the scene of all your crimes?
No, it's more like the scene of your crime.
Really?
You killed the dog.
Is that what you're doing, planting rat poison in my closet? Is that what you have behind your back?
No. You went down in the basement and you got the poison yourself.
Really?
And this proves it.
It does?
You see, they're covered in red clay from the basement floor. Wait till Allison sees this.
Sees what?
It's a nice house.
Proof you killed the dog.
Got 3 rooms. The basement is unfinished. It's clay.
I'm gonna go take a shower with that shampoo you bought for me.
Oh shit! You remember those high-waisted thongs from the '90s? Oh, I miss those.
Shower what? A pair of shoes you took out of my closet and pressed into the basement floor?
No. I didn't do anything like that.
Of course you did. And honestly, it's such a pathetic attempt to blame me for something that you did.
I didn't kill that dog.
You did! You did!
And Allison's gonna know the truth.
That's enough, Michael. Allison knows very well that you were the one that hated the dog. She won't believe your story, and I know she'll believe mine.
Oh shit! What are we gonna do, John?
So, who killed the dog? The obvious suspect would be Michael. He didn't want the dog in the first place, and I think I heard him swear he'd kill it one day. What about those footprints in the kitchen? Did the red clay make Catherine a definite suspect? Or was Michael just inspired with an idea to trap her? Why would Catherine kill the dog? Maybe she was trying to turn Allison against Michael to strengthen her position. And what about Allison? Could she have done it? Seems unlikely, but stranger things have happened. She's the dark one in this triangle. Can't help but think she knows more than she's letting on. What do you think?
That's what I think, John.
Allison is a victim in all of this.
I agree.
I would describe Michael's behavior as
unhinged, desperate, irrational, suspicious, normal. Michael's behavior is... desperate. I'd have to go with desperate. A man, Your Honor! A man at the end of his pitiful rope.
sometimes I wish I was a little kid again.
Yeah, sure.
It would be justifiable for Michael to strike Catherine.
Where? On the ass? Oh, yes. That's more than okay.
The best thing in the world is to lose yourself as you drive down the highway at night.
I'm kicking my own ass, do you mind? The best thing in the world is to lose yourself as you drive down the highway at night. The best thing in the world? No.
Hearing voices doesn't mean I'm crazy.
Crazy is such a weird term. I'm going to go with true. Hearing voices doesn't mean I'm crazy. Not necessarily. Okay, I'm in the kitchen.
The next TAT will be given in.
No one will probably believe me, but it was her. She's the one who did it. I found the shoes in her closet covered in red clay. The clay was from the storage room in the basement where the rat poison is kept. I'll make everyone believe. They have got to know the truth. Forgive me, Jodie. Daddy will make it good again. I'm losing everything. My family, my job, my sanity, even my happy memories. Maybe it wasn't important that we cure Allison. Maybe we shouldn't bury Jodie again. Maybe things should be permitted to find their own natural end. One day Allison will wake up and realize that Jodie is gone. Then we can go on.
Oh, new sub. Hail, Lucky 8223. Per Seeker.
What's up, Lucky? Welcome. Thank you very much. Forgive me, Jodie. I'm sorry. Your puppy is in heaven now. We have to get rid of Catherine. It'll take a few days, but I will have things back to where they were, and I will be able to deal with my life again. I want her out of the house. She's evil. How could she kill my little girl's dog? How could she be so cruel? It is going to be difficult to convince Allison and Catherine, Allison that Catherine should leave, but she will listen to me. She has to. I can see them. My father is sitting in the chair with Jodie in his lap. I'm not imagining this. They're sitting right in front of me. They are staring at me. Their eyes accusing me. I'm sorry. I say out loud. They do not disappear. No, same thing. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Kitchen. That's where we started. Living room. Nope. Jodie's room. I suppose we could watch the tube again.
Requiring all the psychiatrist's skill and many months of his time is the slow uncovering of the emotional conflicts which so often lie at the root of an illness.
Tell me some more about Catherine, the girl you fell in love with.
Well, things went swell for a while.
While?
It seems she gave me, well, I don't know.
Yes?
Well, she gave me love like I never got at home.
Oh, I thought he was going to say syphilis. You know, she gave me syphilis.
The next TAT...
Catherine's room?
I've got to do something drastic. Allison is so close. She's almost ready. I can't let him screw things up.
Okay. Michael is unraveling. Full stop. Homosexual. A teenage boy had tried to kill himself because he feared he was a homosexual. A month before, he had gone to a party with a girlfriend. He'd gotten so drunk that he blacked out. The next morning, he woke up in bed with a girlfriend and another couple. All of them were naked. He realized with horror that he had unsafe anal sex with another boy. He had no recollection of the evening. He was terrified that in his drunken state, a true gender preference had emerged. The patient was given an AIDS test and started on hypnotherapy treatment. Temptation. Raging wheel of time in your measured eternity, shining globes in the vastness encircling our earth, endless creation, stop, enough of becoming, let me be, strength of generation, cease, primal thought, ever creating, stop every breath, be still every urge, just one sweet moment of silence, swollen needs abate, and end an endless day of desire. That's it, okay. Next to, that was Catherine's room, to the bathroom. But before and beyond, and despite the deep symbolism and implied stories with erotic art, it is the simplest of images that are easiest to explain. Like that of a woman with breasts exposed, arms behind her head, eggs and legs wide, or eggs that are just wide. Spread your eggs for me. I'm sorry. Eyes and legs wide, waiting tangled in twisted sheets. Egon Schiele's reclining woman was drawn 80 years ago, but she is timeless in her pose and in her response to it. She requires no interpretation. She holds no mystery except perhaps whether the sheet really hides her genitalia, or upon closer inspection merely mimics its shape and softness with its clever folds. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Bodies tangled with such sheets are also a classic composition. We know what they're doing. We know how it feels and tastes and smells, or perhaps we only imagine it. Feet flying, pillow askew, candle and nightstand, and life and love overturned as in this drawing from a century ago. The erotic impact of such an image is unquestioned. We respond without thinking. Indeed.
This is bad. This is very, very bad. Everything was going so well, and now everything's a mess. Jodie is so upset. Maybe it was a bad idea to get another dog. But the look on her face when Michael brought it home, I wish this hadn't happened, and I just don't know. Did Michael do this? He doesn't really like animals, but he's so kind, and he hates it when people are cruel to animals. And he doesn't like hunting. I have to go and see how Jodie's doing.
Can we do that shot again? No? We don't have the budget to do a retake? Because that was, like, pretty bad. Yeah, no, it was like really bad. I can't believe I took this job.
Oh, please, Mary. Get a grip. You were shacked up with a drunk, and now he's left you for a younger woman.
But
that's the reality of it. There's not much point in trying to analyze what happened. You've got to play the cards that were dealt to you. You have to take action to move ahead.
But I loved him so much.
But why? Why would you love a bum? This guy was a bum. Is a bum. He used you, and now he's using someone else, and you've gotten so used to being used and abused that you are wallowing in your misery like a big old hog in the mud. You don't have to feel like this.
But I do feel like this.
But you don't have to. That's what makes humans different from animals, Mary. Humans have the ability to override their feelings. Override your feeling, Mary. Please. Now go out and get yourself a damn life.
Always that. She's trying to work that tagline. She's really working that tag. In the basement, in with what? It is odorless. Just a couple, make sure. Okay. Pardon me.
When you've concluded this test, is this child in danger?
Yes, it could choke on the tinsel. No, its parents protect it. All children are in danger. No, its parents were protected.
Kids should definitely be taught the facts of life.
Yes.
Movies are not really art.
False!
What kind of relationship do most married couples have?
Loving, tempestuous, painful, dull, peaceful, violent. What kind of relationship do most married couples have? I'd say if they're still married, like most of the people that I know that are still married have loving marriages. If they stop having a loving marriage, usually they just get divorced.
Is it a good idea to let repairmen into your house?
No, they might be dangerous. Of course, how else are you supposed to fix your stuff? It's hard to say. Yeah, of course.
Once in a while, I do something kooky just to draw attention to myself.
Whoa! Beep, 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 beep. That's false. Nope, I don't do that.
Why is this man dressed like this?
Why is this man? He has a fetish. He's making a joke. He's doing a skit. He has lost his mind. He's doing a skit.
I am an unimportant person.
Actually, and not depressingly, that's true. Because I think universally, I'm unimportant. Period. I'm a speck on a speck on a speck on floating in a speckless sea.
I am overcome by waves of nausea.
Once in a while, at least once a week, every day, only when I have a stomach flu. Yeah.
Are you afraid of getting botulism?
No.
That's not gonna solve your problem.
Oh, but those titties are, oh my God. She has really nice boobs. Like super nice boobs.
Why don't you just tell Allison that you killed the dog? Tell her you're sorry, you made a mistake. You'll get another dog. It would mean a great deal to her.
I didn't kill the dog. You did.
Botulism is Botox.
Come on, Michael, admit it.
Botox stands for botulism toxin. Or something like that.
What?
But botulism is like
daughter,
spoiled
then a
food gives
dog.
you botulism.
Jodie's death was an accident.
Michael, we both know there's no such thing as an accident.
You're not making any sense.
I'm not. Tell me about the accident. Tell me the details.
No, leave me alone.
You were driving the car, you were going too fast.
No.
Oh, the police report says you were. You couldn't negotiate the turn, but you should have. You've driven that road so many times before.
It was raining.
And Jodie didn't have on her seatbelt because you didn't insist. But you wore one. You saved yourself by wearing it.
It's not true.
Of course it's true.
Get away from me. Get out of my house!
Why were you driving so fast?
I wasn't.
You think I don't know why you want Allison to remain half catatonic?
You're insane.
Those little impulses can be so hard to control.
And you're evil. You're crazy.
But then there's the guilt. You carry it around with you all the time. While you eat, while you sleep.
This is all part of the therapy, guys.
While you make love.
Stop it. Please stop.
If only Jodie were still alive. If only her head hadn't smashed into that windshield.
It was an accident.
He's gonna pop! Nice work, Shifts. Great minds, right? Great minds? Did he lay in his own puke? That's hilarious.
Berating Michael like that was, I think, even a greater infraction of her professional code of integrity than sleeping with her patient's husband. On the other hand, she may not have been right to do it, but she may have been right. Maybe Michael does want to keep Allison in her state of denial. What are your thoughts on this? Certainly no simple matter.
Where's my check?
If somebody was threatening me, I would
kill them, beat them up, reason with them, sue them, run away. If somebody was threatening me, I would reason with them. I feel confident enough in my ability to reason with people.
The following word best describes Catherine.
Catherine, nurturing, nasty, neurotic. Nasty woman. Nasty woman. Yeah. I'm just picturing someone like threatening me like, hey, I'm gonna kick your ass, pal. I feel confident that I can talk him down. I would say neurotic.
Michael certainly loved Jodie.
I agree.
I hate everyone in my family.
True. No, of course not.
I would never step on a crack. Does Michael want Allison to recover?
That's a tough question. That is a tough question. Does Michael want Allison to recover? That's tough, man. I'd say yes. I'd say he wants her to recover from before the time she was catatonic. He wants an impossible thing. What he really wants is for her to recover back to when they were like just falling in love and you know, fucking like crazy.
Michael is probably an alcoholic.
No, I disagree.
I mean, it's every guy's fantasy to have sex with two women at once. You ask any guy, he'll tell you the same thing. Go ahead, ask. Anyway, I tried to get Lisa, my wife, to do it with me and another woman for years. Years, Dr. Betty. And she'd say, no, Tony, that's gross. I don't want to. You know, finally, I got down on my knees and I begged her. She said, okay, Tony, I'll do it because I love you so much. So we got in
no
touch
sex
with a
like
woman
begrudging
through
sex.
A personal ad. And we met at the Pancake Hut.
Fine, I'll fuck her, God.
Oh, man, she was hot. Beautiful face, killer body. Jeez, I was getting riled up just thinking about it. Anyway, to make a long story short, the three of us went back to our house and made a Tony sandwich. You know the craziest thing? My wife was totally into it. I mean, she was all over the bed like some kind of porn star or something. I mean, she and Amanda did this one thing with maple syrup and a ping pong ball that was...
So what's the problem, Tony?
Well... See, at first, it was great. You know, I felt like a sheik in a harem. Man, it was amazing. Amanda started bringing over all of this cool stuff, sex toys, things like that. I was buying D batteries every time I passed through the checkout line at the grocery store.
We get the picture, Tony.
I'm sorry.
Get a rechargeable rabbit, man. You'll thank yourself.
They told me one night that they didn't want me involved, you know?
Uh-huh.
And they just wanted me to watch. And, I mean, that was okay, too. I mean, geez, they're gorgeous. You know, it's like every guy's fantasy to watch two beautiful women going at it like that. What with the oil and the attachments and...
So, Tony, why don't you get to the point?
Sorry. Well, you see, now they don't even want me in the same room. You know, I can't even watch. I'm out of the picture.
Are you and your wife still intimate?
Jeez. Why? You mean, what, just the two of us?
Yes.
No, she only wants to be with Amanda. And I feel, well, I'm pretty left out. Now she doesn't even want me coming around their apartment anymore.
Their apartment? Your wife is living with this Amanda now?
Yeah, but I think it's just a phase.
How long have you been separated?
3 years now.
I don't think it's a phase, Tony.
So what do I do?
Go out and get a life.
Boom! Tagline! Punky ate poison just like the first Punky, and Jodie has been crying all day, and Michael and Catherine have been fighting, and Catherine wants Michael to go right out and get another dog, but Michael thinks that we should wait, and the next dog must stay inside at all times, and we'll get a nice muzzle for her so that she can't eat anything bad, and not anything bad will happen to her, and love her. She'll love me, Jodie. No punctuation in that one. All right, we were in the master bedroom, so let's go to the bathroom and check out the sexy art book. In the end, erotic art is an exchange, a sexual encounter between the artist and the viewer, a coupling that pulls us into the image and pushes the image into ourselves. With a rhythm that is ancient and universal, we react with surprise or fear or shyness or delight to each piece. We see things that we are afraid to see, say things we wouldn't say, envision things that we would be afraid to envision. Erotic art touches us in places seldom touched, and we fight and question and revel in our own responses. Our encounter with it strips away whatever stands between us and our own our sensualities. We are left exposed, vulnerable, open to our own imaginations. Okay. Next.
The next TAT will begin.
I know, thank you. Shut up.
Poor Michael. I was sent here to do a job, to make a sick person well again. Now I'm wondering if the price is too high. I'm very worried about him. I feel his sanity is on dangerous ground. I wish I could talk to you. I need your advice. I know that you would probably say something helpful. You'd probably tell me to go with my instincts. You'd probably say that I have to do my job. I was sent here to help Allison, and I'm not going to let anything or anyone stop me.
Okay. It had to be done. I told him what he had to hear. It was his fault. His baby's head smashed against the window. His wife's illness. All of it his fault. His exactly as I stood in the mirror and told myself ruthlessly, because Michael and I are cut from the same cloth. Someday he may even understand how much I did for him. Understand that it wouldn't have ended without it. That the burning doesn't stop until you recognize your own guilt, stumble beneath its weight. Until you resign yourself never to suffer the consequences of a single careless moment. Afterwards, I went up to the bedroom and looked at myself in that same mirror, and I wept. Dr. Turner, by far the most interesting and knowledgeable psychiatrist I met while at the clinic, a middle-aged man and an expert in adolescent female behavior. He is a fascinating person, empathetic, charming, and witty. He has the respect of his peers and the love of his friends and family. Last year, however, something occurred between him and one of his patients, something that would shock everybody who knows him and would most certainly ruin his career. I'm the only person he told. She's a teenage girl, a nymphomaniac who was accused of murdering... ... Journey's end. Through joy and need, we have walked hand in hand. Now we're both resting from our troubles. The still country's side below us. Around us, quiet valleys incline. Already the air grows dark. Two larks fly above us into the dream. We must come here and let them soar alone. Soon it is time for sleep, and you must not stray from the solitude. Our tranquil, spacious peace, so profound in the twilight. How tired we are of wandering in this perchance death. Or is this perchance death? Whatever. We did the bad. Okay. Study. I've got to get... Oh. Thank you, Smash Wow. Welcome back. 28 months in a row. 2 years, 4 months. Much love. I've got to get through to Allison. I can't let this go. She's trying to put it all on me, blame me for everything. I couldn't take it anymore. The confusion, the turmoil, the anger, the helplessness. I ran outside and spewed my guts in the dirt and the weeds. I don't know how long I lay there. I wanted the earth to reabsorb me, to absolve me of my sins. My body felt so heavy, as if my organs and skin had turned to rocks and lead. I buried my face in the ground and breathed in the loamy smell, and I wept. Then I wept. I cried like a child, cursing and sobbing, beating my fists on the ground. My face was wet with tears and snot ran down my upper lip. I curled into the fetal position like Allison and fell into a half-waking, half-dreaming state. I made myself think of good things. I saw Jodie's birthday party blowing out of candles and clapping her hands with glee. I saw my father chopping wood behind the barn, his muscular forearms and powerful hands wielding the heavy hatchet like a toy. I saw Allison kneading bread in the kitchen, a streak of flour across her forehead where she had tried to brush her hair out of her eyes. I saw Mark and Susanna at the homecoming dance, holding hands and laughing with all my strength. I use these scenes to banish the accident from my memory, the memory that haunts me all the time. And no matter how hard I fight it, it comes again. Jodie, it's crushed against the dashboard. Her crumpled body in the car, an inhuman wail of Allison. Allison is crying in the smell of gasoline, and Allison is crying as she cradles her baby's body in the bloody arms, distant wail of siren. Please come, oh God, please hurry now. Not much time to... Don't cry. Allison, please. I'm sorry. Oh, Christ. A thin trail of blood leaking from Jodie's hiding nostril made it stop. I fell asleep in the woods. When I awoke, it was dark. In the pale light, I saw a deer standing about 10 feet away. It was pulling on the grass and munching away contentedly. It didn't know I was there. I remembered a story that Mark had told me about the Indians who used to live here, how they were so stealthy they could sneak up on a deer and pull out some of its tail hair. The deer turned away from me suddenly. More than anything in the world, I wanted to grab some hair of the deer's tail. It was a talisman of magical amulet like the unicorn's horn or golden grail that would cure me of my pain. I crept up behind it slowly. My hand trembled as I reached out closer. The deer's chewing was so loud it couldn't hear me. My heart beat wildly. I stepped on a twig. The cracking sound was as loud as a gunshot. The deer, grass still hanging from its mouth, took 3 powerful leaps and was gone into the dark woods. And then And that was when I remembered something I had forgotten. It was about Mark. It was a day in May in the summer before Susanna came. We had gone up into the mountains on Mark's motorcycle. Him driving me with my arms wrapped around his waist, scared to death I'd get bounced off. We rode for over an hour, almost to the top of the mountain. Mark pulled me off into a meadow. The grass was bright green with full of flowers and bees. Mark got off the bike and walked into the center of the field. He laid on the grass and put his ear to the ground. He said that this was the place he wanted to die. I asked him if he ever listened to the earth's heartbeat. It was something my grandpa showed me when I was a kid. Mark had never done it. I put my ear against the soft, cool grass. Mark did the same. He told me that all he could hear were bugs. I told him to be quiet. I said that I had to lay there. He had to lay there and clear his head. He had to breathe softly and stay perfectly still. We listened for about 5 minutes. It started with the faintest sound and an almost imperceptible thump that seemed to come from deep within the ground, like a drop of water resonating in a subterranean cavern, dropping from a stalactite into a dark pool. At first, it had no rhythm. Then slowly, as it grew in volume, it took on steady beat of a heart. I asked him if he heard it. Mark's eyes were squinting in concentration. Then they popped open, and he smiled like a kid opening a wonderful present at Christmas. He said he heard it, and tears welled up in his eyes. I told him what my grandpa said to me. Now that you've heard this sound, your life will never be the same. We lay there as the sun beat down our heads, made us drowsy. I watched as Mark nodded off. Then I fell asleep with a heartbeat thumping in my head. It's something I always wanted to share with Jodie, but never got the chance. All right. That's a pretty cool story. I like that. Let's see. Study. Jodie's room. We haven't done the TV yet. Let's see what's on the tube. I don't know. I think the choices affect the consequences. The video stuff, I think.
I have my head examined for ever letting you out of my life.
It's been a long time.
3 years, Ruth. Downbeat Club, New York.
And you have a marvelous memory, too.
Some things in particular. Well, now tell me, what's a glamorous movie star doing in a psychiatric clinic?
Well, I don't do much starring nowadays.
For lack of a story? Maybe you came to the right place.
Oh, don't tell me you think there's a story here.
Oh, fascinating, beautiful woman, 3 dead men, one.
Well, I feel like I'm getting close to the end.
All the ingredients for a scenario. What's your tie-in, Ruth? You're a patient here, too.
Why, do you think I need a psychiatrist?
It feels like I'm getting close to the end here. Living room? There's never anything in the living room. Nope. Okay, kitchen. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, hell yeah.
You think I pushed him too far, don't you? I knew you would. You probably even think that I killed that dog. Maybe you think you know more about my patient than I do, just like her pathetic husband. I know I've said this before, but this isn't about him. It's about his wife. Who knows what he's going to do next? You know that he doesn't give a damn about her. He only cares about himself. He wants her to be a damn vegetable, don't you see? It's his penance. He feels better about himself if he's burdened with being the caregiver for his poor wife. If she gets better, it's over for him. He'll have no outlet for his guilt over causing his daughter's death. But I'm not going to let him use her like that. She will get over this. I know what's best for her. What a mess. I better go look after Allison.
Which one of the 3 most likely drew this image?
Which one of the 3 most likely drew this image? Catherine.
When I was a child, I rebelled against the rigid structure imposed by coloring books.
False! No, I always color within the lines. Always.
I almost never have the urge to scribble.
False.
This picture is funny.
Funny's relative, but yeah, I'll say it's alright. It's funny.
Children shouldn't be encouraged to make up stories.
False!
The person who drew this needs help.
False!
At least once in my life, I've drawn a picture of something that I didn't understand.
True.
Adults were always giving me a hard time when I was a kid.
Nope. I was good with adults.
Most people wish that they could scream whenever they get frustrated.
Oh, true.
My favorite kinds of stories are about detectives.
Nah. I like them,
Okay,
but
6
not my
letters,
favorite.
letters across. Right. Fifth across.
Oh, what about this one? 24 across.
What's for dinner?
Michael, you look terrible.
Milk.
What have you been doing?
I went for a walk in the woods. I fell asleep. I'm hungry.
This better conclude soon.
We had dinner hours ago. Jodie's been waiting for you to come home and apologize to her for what she did to the dog.
That's bullshit.
Michael.
I didn't do it.
It's very important that you go up to your daughter's room and tell her that you're sorry. Promise her you'll get her a new dog.
Getting close to 9 hours, Raffle
I
Pidgey.
don't want to talk to you
Or I mean,
until you do what
Arrogant.
Catherine tells you to do. I want you to apologize to our daughter.
Okay, Allison.
Gonna conclude all over that,
Didn't do it,
Yoni.
but I'll go up and I'll talk to Jodie and I'll make her feel better.
Is this the big reveal? Whoa, 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 hold on, what'd I miss? Hold on, I missed that. Go back. Oh.
What on earth are you doing?
Lifeless eyes.
Michael, are you all right?
Like a doll's
You're
eyes.
crazy. You're out of your mind. You're evil. You should be locked up.
You're overstressed, Mr. Overton. Perhaps you could use some counseling.
She's right, Michael. You're a mess.
She's not right. She's vicious and cruel, and you gotta stop listening to her.
Maybe you should go see Dr. Turner.
That's a very good idea.
That is a good idea. I think I will go see Dr. Turner. That's exactly what I'm gonna do right now.
Michael, it's in the middle of the night.
Green Street. It's just me.
Mr. Overton, what are you doing?
I needed to see you and I didn't want any excuses.
What do you mean?
Where's Dr. Turner?
Still in Portland?
No, where is he really and what time will he be here?
His brother passed away last night. He's not going to be here for several days. What's happened to you?
Had a bad time, Mrs. Greenstreet. A very bad time, and I need to talk to the doctor.
That's not possible.
It has to be possible.
Perhaps we could call someone else, Dr. Wasserman.
No! Let's go in your office now.
What for?
I need some information and you'll help me.
I don't know what I can do. I'm just manning the office.
Let's go in there now!
Dr. Turner's John Hurt.
Dr. Turner's going to be very upset with you.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm very upset with him going away and leaving me with Mrs. Randolph.
He's not exactly on vacation, you know. It isn't that he deliberately deserted you. What information do you want from me?
Dr. Turner told me that Mrs. Randolph came through an agency. Is that right?
Well, a clinic, actually. A psychiatric clinic in Portland.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? Dr. Turner's actually in Portland right now.
That's where his family lives.
Look, I want you to call up that clinic and tell them to phone my house and tell Miss Randolph to leave.
I don't have the authority to do that.
Well, get him on the phone and I'll do it.
I'd have to go into Dr. Turner's office to get the number.
Let's go. Let's go!
Yeah, after this cinematic, after this scene, I'm gonna, as soon as we get back to the house, I'm gonna stop and then we'll finish it tomorrow.
I'll get it.
Or Monday, we'll finish it Monday. Because tomorrow's Indie Sunday.
Dr. Turner isn't going to like this.
I don't give a damn.
Dr. Turner's not gonna like
I
this.
want Mrs. Randolph out of my house, and if he won't help me, I'll do it myself.
Sure he would help if only you would wait for him.
No. He's just gonna try to talk me into keeping her. They're in on this together.
Don't worry,
They're
they'll
all
be
the
on
same.
YouTube,
They're just
baby.
A bunch of leeches who pretend to help people.
It'll be on YouTube.
Psychoanalysis, the new religion. They just prey on people's fears and misfortune. It's all bullshit. Now get those assholes on the phone.
I have a friend in town that I have to meet tonight. I'm already late. I thought I could beat it in another hour, but...
Mr. Babcock, please. Mr. Babcock, this is Mrs. Greenstreet from Dr. Turner's office in Medford.
Mr. Badcock.
I'm fine, thank you. Oh, yes, that's who I'm calling about. The husband of the patient is here right now. He's very upset. He would like to speak with you about Mrs. Randolph.
This is Michael Overton. Catherine Randolph is doing a terrible job, and I want her out. I know she's very qualified. You don't know what kind of a person she is. What would she do? Well, she killed my dog, for one thing, and she blamed it on me. Yes, she did. And she sent me out for pizza and organic herbal shampoo. She's a crazy woman. She hasn't done a damn thing for my wife except turn her against me. And I want to call my house and tell her to get out and hop on that next plane to Portland. And that's final. What are you looking at? You don't get it, do you?
What are you laughing at?
When Dr. Turner comes back, I'll make him understand everything that's been going on.
You need help, Mr. Overton.
The hell I do.
I'm taking this painting.
How could this have happened? The intention was to facilitate the healing process for this poor woman who lost her child in an automobile accident. And now it's degenerated into an all-out war with Allison as the battleground. Can anyone win? Is it hopeless? Is it too late? Can anything be done?
The game is almost 20 years old. It's from 98. Yes, he was in V for Vendetta, yes.
At least once,
okay, hold on.
I have kept a spider in a jar until it withered up and died.
Yeah.
Michael's reasons for wanting Catherine to leave sounded legitimate.
Sounded legitimate? I disagree. The reasons he gave were dumb and hilarious.
I have never been afraid of something dead coming back to life and coming to get me.
True.
Did Dr. Turner's brother pass away?
I have no opinion. I don't know. I wasn't listening, I guess. All right. Let's see. How do I menu? Tab? No. Oh, there we go. This. Episode 15. Hopefully I can just resume from there. I'm hoping I can just resume from there. Okay. All right, I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. I would have loved to have finished, but I think I got about an hour or something left. So, thank you guys for being here today. Tomorrow is Indie Sunday. We're playing indie games that I got for free. It's gonna be another edition of Indie Sunday, games I got for free tomorrow. So, starting at noon Pacific, I'll see you then. But for now, I gotta jet, man. I gotta go see my friend. So, thank you all for being here today. I do appreciate it. Also, Zajira was 6 months. That's 2 stripes on the shield. Thank you, Zajira. 2-stripe hype. And I love you all.
And for all of my Berserkers, for all of Zekonia, this is me, Zeke, saying, see ya.